Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Welcome to Johnny Woodard presents Broken Simulation, starring Johnny Woodard and the guy over there. Hi guys, I'm Sam Tripoli. I'm sitting in today. Thank you, Johnny, for letting me be on your hot show. Hot show. Are we in any city, any big countries?
We're in all the countries. Yeah.
Does anyone care?
All the countries. Yeah, all the countries.
Does anyone care about this show?
We should really call it Broken Simulation Worldwide.
Worldwide.
You notice how, like, especially hip hop people, black people, they like to just add worldwide to whatever they're up
Well,
to.
my cousin is SB Worldwide.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Maybe
And by the way, got a new song out. Well, maybe we'll play it at the end. People could check it out. And I had a couple people I know in the industry listen to it. They think there's a bright future there for
Dude,
SB Worldwide.
you can't deny his talent.
You can't deny his talent.
I thought that was great, dude. When you told me to, he did it all in his garage or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, him and his
It's
friend.
amazing.
His friend makes beats and he sings over it. And they're the crew that could.
That's awesome.
The
Good.
crew that could. Johnny, what's up? It's been a little while since we did one. Johnny's been globe-trotting all over the place, nationally.
How do you get away with saying shit like that when you literally go somewhere on tour every week?
I do, but I do it at work. You just go to spa.
That's not. I worked the whole. The only reason I went is because. My girlfriend.
Yeah, fakey girlfriend. He's looking at the time so he can beep it. That's okay.
And my mom, they had planned this thing to Key West without really telling me about it. And I was like, all right, I can go, but the days we're going to be in Florida are the days that I work. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Which is an interesting time because, you know, that's a nice, cheaper deal, right? It's like,
Yeah.
hey, you come the weekends, cost this, or you do Monday through Wednesday.
it's true.
Nobody's here. We'll
They
give
work-
you the keys. You can run the place.
No, it's true. Yeah, I mean, it was a good deal for where we stayed, for sure. But yeah, they were out during the day snorkeling and scuba diving and swimming with dolphins and sharks and stuff.
Bonding.
Yeah, and I was at home talking to your ass on Zoom.
Johnny, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Johnny, I
wouldn't
I
have
do
done
too
that.
many podcasts, but you do as many.
No, not as many as you.
No, you don't do as many, but you do a lot of them.
Yeah, no.
So
but
I'm wondering
I
if you're
can
burning
guarantee you
out.
this though. Nobody. No, dude. Honestly, this is the best work. I wouldn't do it if I didn't really enjoy it. No, I think about it a lot. It's the best work.
You like
I've
editing
ever done.
madness?
Yeah, dude. I really enjoy editing. Yeah, and
Johnny, that should be on your card. Editor of mental illness.
I was thinking about it. Like, dude, probably nobody in history has listened to you talk more than I have.
Right.
You know what I mean? Think
Right.
about that. Like,
There's only
I'm
one
an
person
expert.
that's listened to me talk more than you, and that's me. Okay? Because I talk to myself all the time.
I don't know. See, I listen to you talk more. I listen to the same thing multiple times. I hear it when it happens.
But Johnny,
and then I hear
just
it
know when
later.
the show ends, I just instantly start talking to myself. I cannot turn off my head.
I do it a little bit, but not like
I
you.
talk to myself so much.
That's so funny.
It's unbelievable.
But yeah, I just want to tell you. Okay, so we're on the last day in Key West. We get down there, and this hotel.
now, is this a nice place, or is this?
Yeah.
When I think Key West, I think elderly and swingers.
No, you're right about all of that. It's all of the above. They're also this.
Were you and your girlfriend? Were you guys like prime meat over there with all the?
No, dude, it was just weird. Like, okay, so a lot of the people on vacation there are adult people, but the people that work in the service industry there's like a bunch of hot Russian chicks that just work as waitresses
Yeah.
in these bars and restaurants. I mean, smoking hot
Yeah.
Russians. I don't
Yeah.
know why it's Russians. And oh, dude.
Why? Where do you think Russians are going to go when they come here? L.A.,
that's
New
a good
York?
point.
Why not spread it around?
Anyway,
Dude, that's kind of like when you go to Canada. You'll be in like, I don't know, you'll be in Edmonton and you'll meet a Mexican. It's like, what, you just keep running?
it's
Did you
fun.
just keep going? Did you jump 2 borders? 2-for-1 deals?
It's a weird place though, dude. Like they got a
Florida?
Yeah, well,
It's great.
Miami was incredible, but Key West, like they have this strip club on Duval they just sit the strippers out on these like high top chairs, just kind of sit, and they just sit there with their hands in their laps, just like this, staring straight ahead like hostages, like they're like advertising, almost like mannequins, so they don't move or anything. They just kind of like
Yeah. It's
wave as you go by. It's bizarre. But
some
okay.
weird Pleasantville shit.
Yeah, it's weird. So we're there, and the last day, this hotel, nice hotel, makes you valet. I hate that. I hate being made to valet. I know you know somebody who used to work.
No,
cars.
what I hate is when I'm staying the night at your hotel and you make me pay for valet.
Oh, that's what they do. Yeah.
I think that is the most classless bullshit.
And you got to tip the guy because he's the working stiff. You know, you got to tip him.
Yeah, you got to tip. What do you tip? Are you a $5, bro?
Couple of bucks and then $5 at the end.
$5 at the end. Nice,
Yeah,
Johnny.
yeah.
What I do because I believe in abundance is I leave a $20 tip for the housekeeper.
Yeah, I usually leave a couple bucks for the housekeeper too, but most people don't do that. I was surprised to learn that.
I think you should give it away. Give it away. Those people, even in this day and age where they're like, because of COVID, we can't have it clean your room every day. You're like, what?
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, like you just literally figured out a way to not pay for labor.
But so the last day, we get up at 6 a.m. to leave for the airport. We're in a hurry, a little behind, as you would be getting up that early.
Johnny, you run late.
We get down there.
You're on rapper time, Johnny.
And they can't find the keys to the fucking rental car.
Dude,
They're just like, we don't know where the keys are, dude. And I'm like, no, you know where the keys are because I have to go to the airport now. And it's a rental car that
just
has
so
to be
everyone
returned.
knows, when Johnny gets upset, he gets a little queenie. Okay, so the queens are coming out of Johnny, and dude, you do not want to see that rage.
Long live the queen.
Long live long live the
So
queen.
they're scrambling, just like everywhere. They're calling the guy that was on duty that, and they're like, dude, where's the? Have you seen the keys to this Jeep? We rented a Jeep. And they can't find them. They end up having to do because it's getting so close to the time we have to go to the airport. They call us a taxi, and they're like, we'll find the keys and we'll return your rental car for you. So I assume I haven't gotten a bill, so I assume the rental car got
Did you
returned.
call to see if they returned it?
We called them and asked, and they said, we don't know anything about that. The people who answered the phone, but we'll get back to you. Never got back to me.
Oh, so you're just assuming it's fine until you get a $10,000 bill.
I hope so. I will sue their ass if I do get a bill. But isn't that crazy? That's like your worst nightmare when you valet your car. Well, it's one A is that they go joyriding in your car.
Yeah, that's like Ferris Bueller shit.
Exactly.
And
then
what's 1B?
Is they lose your keys.
No, I think 1B is they have sex in your car.
Oh, okay.
That'd be 1B.
Yeah. I'd rather that. At least I get my car back at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then what? And then 3 is they lose the key.
And then they lose the key. Yeah. I mean, I assume that somebody just walked out home with it in their pocket, but I mean, fuck.
Yeah, dude, that's the worst.
It's a drag, man.
And then then they don't clean your room the whole week now. The whole time you're there.
They don't.
Which I don't really mind, except for when you run out of towels.
Yeah, well, I have noticed now that was a problem earlier in the pandemic, but haven't you noticed now that they're starting to put more towels in the room?
They should load up on that shit. They should have just a closet full of towels.
Dude, I waste I'm a big towel waster. Like,
dude, I'll run the water forever. I'm like, I'm not paying for it. I don't even care.
I don't give a shit, dude.
Just run it.
I'll just run it. Yeah, for sure.
I don't even care, bro.
I like to steam up that bathroom.
And dude, the Wi-Fi is either the greatest Wi-Fi you've ever had, or it is pure dog crap.
Well, you know what they do now? You know what Hilton's do? They have the Wi-Fi that everybody gets that stays there, and then you can pay $20 extra a day for the business Wi-Fi. Is what they and that's the real Wi-Fi that it used to be.
That's the normal Wi-Fi, and you got to pay $20 a day.
Yeah.
So now you're paying $20 a day for the Wi-Fi. You're paying $20 to have your car stay there. And that's why I think it's going to kill Vegas is like these casinos
Killing
think
everything.
you can start. So they're going to hit you with a resort fee every day you stay there. And then they're going to hit you on top of that with a Wi-Fi fee.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's just like, dude, we don't need to come to your stupid ass city. And I love Vegas, but it's like, why do I have to go there when I can go to Chief Sitting Bull Casino down the street?
They're going to have sports betting soon.
Well, we'll see, dude. Dude, these commercials are getting out of control, bro.
They're so fun.
They're so
If you don't know, like in California, propositions get on ballots and people can vote to have like laws enacted. And one of the props on the ballot, two of them actually, one is to legalize sports betting in Native American Indian casinos. And then the other one is to legalize online gambling, online sports betting. And so the commercials for both of them feature heavily Native Americans. And one is like, we're going to support the homeless and take care of the homeless. And then the other one is like, they're slaughtering Native American children.
Have you seen the dialysis one?
No, No. I haven't seen
there's
that
one about dialysis. They're like, you vote for this, you're gonna kill me. You want me to die? Do you want me to die? If you vote for Prop 579, you're voting to kill me. Okay? Do you want murder on your hands? It's like that's where it's getting to, and you get all these.
Let me see. Prop 27 is. Look at this. It's like some kid here. Like, what is he doing? Out-of-state gambling corporations are promoting a deceptive proposition to legalize online sports gambling across California, turning virtually every cell phone, tablet, and computer into a gambling.
And then
device.
they got one of the natives, a chunky squaw down here.
As a teenager, I'm already concerned about my kid on the internet. And now Prop 27 would turn every cell phone into a gambling device. That would open up.
First of all, that's such a manipulative argument.
100%.
Like, so your phone's already a gambling device or a porn device, whatever you want it to be.
Let's be honest. How many people have heard, dude, my kid's 14 and he lost the biggest parlay of his life? You never hear that ever.
Kids don't give a shit about
gambling.
gambling.
Kids don't care
dude.
about gambling.
No,
it's just not their thing.
You know, can you imagine like a bunch of 14-year-olds now at the bars on the weekends, just like, come on, Bills, come on, make the field goal.
Oh no, now they're betting on like live gaming and stuff like that, like video games and shit. Come on, Pokemon. You know, they're just smoking cigarettes.
Come on, Suzuki.
Yeah, come on. So it doesn't even make sense. But like, will you look up can you look up on YouTube? Oh, we'll get monetized.
What is it?
But there's like there's a prop out there about dialysis machines or dialysis, and like the commercial is so insanely like bizarre. Like, it's so obvious what, dude.
Okay. Stop yet another dialysis.
Oh, yeah.
prop.
That
This
guy's
has gotta
in the
be-
commercial. Do
Okay.
they have the actual commercial?
Here's
If I
one.
don't
This
get
is
dial-
Angie. No. Let me see. They'll have the videos on it. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. You got to get the #1 video. That.
Maybe this one.
Yeah. Here we go.
Tens of thousands of dialysis patients like me.
And me.
And me strongly oppose Proposition 29.
29 puts my life at risk.
And the lives of 80,000 other.
And it turns out, it's about what fucking baseball indoors or something like that. I mean, it's completely unrelated. They're the best at that.
29 will shut down dialysis clinics.
And jeopardize our ability to get the treatments we need to stay alive.
29 is dangerous.
Stop yet another dangerous dialysis
Well, what is it?
proposition.
Why is dialysis on the?
Yeah. Who is trying to shut down the dialysis machines?
Yeah. Well, what? Okay.
Like, who's sponsoring it?
And then if you listen to that,
we
okay. Now,
find
first of
out-
all, if you listen to that, how could you possibly vote for that? Now let's see what it actually is right here. The voter guide is: it requires physicians, nurse practitioners, or physician's assistants on site during treatment, and requires clinics to disclose physicians' ownership interests and report infection data. The fiscal impact is that increased state and local government costs, likely in the tens of millions of dollars annually. So if you vote yes, a vote yes means that chronic dialysis patients will be required to have a physician, an NP, or a physician's assistant on. So that's all it means, is that you got to have somebody there.
Oh,
when
and
you're
they're
doing
saying
dialysis.
if you vote for this, all these places will shut down because they can't afford that.
Can't afford it, yeah. That's what
Oh,
they're saying. And I'm sure, I bet
interesting.
it's these dialysis companies though that don't want to hire
Yeah,
anybody
you're
to be
totally
on
right,
staff. Yeah,
right.
they probably just
So-
got a part-time guy with a fucking high school diploma
Yeah,
or
some
whatever.
dude just
running.
went on like Monsters Jobs and got like went on Craigslist and just was like, "Hey, dude, hey, we need a guy who presses buttons."
He got fired from 7-Eleven,
Yeah,
and now
just
he's looking for a
presses
job.
this button and it mixes up shit. Just show up.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. That's what they do in these things. Johnny.
bullshit.
All right, Johnny, I am ready. Dude, I have a crazy day of stories with you. Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
So as you know, Ghosts and Ninjas get a little older, right? And the blessings are that we're now entering a phase of getting them ready for potty training. Like some people have already started their kids on potty training. We're just now starting to get it going, right? And Ghost and Ninja, both are amazing. Ghost is super advanced. Like super advanced.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that yesterday. She's like wicked smart.
She's super smart. And Johnny, this is the craziest shit you're ever gonna hear.
Okay.
Maybe I think it's crazy. So we're at the restaurant, Dana, me, Ghost, and Ninja, and we're eating, and Ghost is like, I want to go potty. And you're like, oh, someone's a little potty girl. I'm like, oh, okay, are we just going to do this? Because this is like a big moment, right?
She said that.
She said that.
Okay.
I want to go potty. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I cannot believe this. And Dane's like, okay, let's go. So we grab the kids. We walk them in. I'm going to let Dana go in first to get the potty started to make sure the bathroom's everything okay, right?
Yeah.
So because it's a girl's bathroom.
You run some awkward spots.
Yeah, I don't want to like walk right in when who knows who's in there or so I just want to make sure the coast is clear. Right? Because if a woman goes into a man's bathroom, everyone's like, yeah, she's a rebel. She don't play by the rules. And if a dude goes in, you're like, hey, bro, what's up, man? You one of those creep. But here's the crazy thing, right? So we're getting ready.
Unless you wear a dress, then you can go right in.
Johnny, the door is locked, right? The door unlocks. Guess who comes out? A trans person.
You're joking.
A trans person comes out, Johnny. We're about to have this incredible moment where my daughter's gonna go potty for the first time. And we have to do advanced algebra. We have to do this advanced algebra. Now, and I gotta be honest with you, she looked like a woman until she talked. And then she's like, hey, I'm sorry it took so long. And you're like, what just happened here?
Well, see, that's the thing about the trans. They don't tell you. They still shit like men. So
that's it. So now this amazing moment, we're going to follow like a trans power dump that just happened. She goes, sorry it took so long, which means she was dumping in there. She did a dump, then she had to talk.
You never apologize if it's a number one. You never are like, I'm sorry.
Never. Yeah, you just crushed it, and now my daughter. So, dude, like
what if? Now think about it though. Now, if there's a bad smell in there, that could fuck her up for life.
Like, she never would want to shit again.
Dude. She'd be like, "Oh no, I don't want to do things."
Oh my God, this is when I do this, I just burn down the world with stinking.
And then the next thing you know, she's going like a week at space camp, never shitting.
Never, right? And I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna make another Johnny Woodard. We gotta stop this, right? So Dana goes in and we wipe everything down, and my daughter for the first time uses potty
in a public bathroom. That's impressive.
I mean, dude, they're just both so smart. They're so smart. Ghost is like, she says words. Nobody knows where she discovered that word.
That's crazy.
How she said that word.
That's so funny you say. Dude, my nephew, I saw him over the weekend. He's learned the phrase butt crack and just like, it's just
can't stop saying butt crack.
I think he's an alt comic. He's
but
just
Johnny,
doing butt crack all the time.
how crazy is that? At that moment.
It's a wink from the simulation for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a broken simulation situation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, can I say this is my own atrocities? Was that atrocities, Johnny?
No,
that doesn't go into atrocities.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's quite. By the way, a lot of feedback on your atrocity last.
Oh
night.
yeah, a lot of people talk about that, and we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Okay,
a lot of people are happy with Daddy here,
no,
but
they're not.
So I mean, like.
So what did everything went okay?
Went great. She pee-peed.
That's interesting.
She pee-peed.
Good for her.
Good for her.
You'll
so
tell that
then
story
later on, she's like, I gotta go poop. I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna have to teach my daughter how to wipe her butt? I mean, like, I don't know why that seems like incredibly like
no, that stresses me out too. Dude.
Traumatizing for me.
Yeah, for sure.
To teach your daughter how to wipe her butt?
I'm with you.
That should be like a mom thing, right?
For sure.
Like my son's like, hey, you sit down, you keep going, you make it a game.
Yeah.
How short
make it a game.
Right? Like there's
Is that what your dad told you to make it a game?
No. I'm just trying to make it fun for kids.
You can,
I'm just trying to make it fun for kids. Right? So
count the wipes.
So that's
that's funny.
That is the most insane.
You lived a real life sort of like a political situation.
Yeah, I find it very interesting. You won't go, well, okay. So atrocities. Let's define atrocities.
That's the thing about atrocities. You can't define.
You can't define atrocities.
It's like pornography.
I think it would be like your own personal 9/11.
Yeah. There's definitely an element of that to it, but it's also got to be it's got to be something that other people can recognize as like, oh, that's bad, but it's not that bad.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
it's like making a big deal out of something that is kind of weird, but not a big deal.
Yeah, but you don't see it as not that. Yeah,
It's your own personal. Like
Yeah.
I'm affected by this, and nobody really understands why.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't think that falls under atrocities?
I don't think so.
Okay,
No, I don't. We can
interesting.
leave that to the people to decide, but I don't think
All
so.
right, all right.
You know football and you pick winners all the time, so why not get paid for them at MyBookie? Bet single game spreads, money lines, or parlay multiple bets together to increase your payouts. With low contest entry fees and more than $500,000 to be won, MyBookie makes it so that you don't have to be a pro gambler to have fun. Getting started is easy. Just visit mybookie.ag and use the promo code BrokenSim on your first deposit to secure a double deposit bonus. That's promo code BROKENSIM to get your first deposit matched dollar for dollar all the way up to $1,000. MyBookie is a proven sports book that makes it simple to bet and win. So make this your winning season exclusively at MyBookie.
So the final place I take the kids to is to this indoor gym because it's a little warm. I take it to indoor gym. They love running around. They love
Wait. Gym? What does that mean?
indoor gym, kids gym, playground,
Kids gym?
playground,
Okay.
kids gym, playground.
What's that? What's in there? Like little tiny dumbbells or something?
No, it's a playground, Johnny. Thank you.
No, but I'm still into like merry-go-round. Like what is?
No, it's got like all this stuff: recline trampolines, dolls, like
Dolls?
indoor like playgrounds. Like imagine an outdoor playground. Now put it inside,
I did.
Johnny. That's
and
a
I
play-
said merry-go-round. You said no. That's like the
there are
number one.
merry-go-rounds in there.
Oh, really? Okay.
I thought you said weights.
Well, that was the first thing. Then I said merry-go. So that's interesting. So what? And there's like an entry fee or something for this?
Yeah, like we go to this one place, we pay the month so we can come unlimited.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it is great.
No weird homeless people staring at your children or anything.
No. This one place I went that was way too expensive. It looked huge from the outside. They just had some old guy just hanging out in there. I'm like, who is this guy?
Oh, okay. So that was one of those places too. I remember you telling us about it. So what? It's a lot of jumping on trampolines, right? I've seen these places
Trampolines. They
before.
get these like mazes they can crawl through.
Foam pits, that
Foam
kind of thing.
pits,
Yeah.
ball pits, and it's just, dude, it's so crazy how much energy children have. And then you get old, and you're like, I have no energy. I have none.
I mean, and they're fast too, dude.
They're
really
so fast,
Like they
man.
slip away from it.
And you sometimes I gotta haul ass to grab Ninja because she'll just run, dog. So, anyways, we go to this gym, and this day it's pretty empty except for two older boys, and they both seem to be somewhat on the spectrum. Okay, just it is what it is, and that's children. We love them all. So the kids are playing around. And, occasionally these boys would just grab toys from a kid. And I'm like, hey, man, come on. We're all playing and have fun. Because I am always trying to teach, Ghost and Ninja to share.
Yeah.
You got to share. This is what we do, we share, right? So, they're playing. So anyways, this one brunette, dude, this is the weirdest shit. This one brunette kid comes up, Johnny, and he's just playing, and Ghost goes up, starts playing with him, and he walks up to me, he goes, excuse me, mister. I go, hey, what's up? He goes, how old is she? I go, she's 2.5. I go, how old are you? He goes, 5.5. I go, oh, that's great. He goes, I have to tell you something. I go, what? He goes, if she touches me, I'm going to hurt her. What?
the fuck?
I go, what? I go, what'd you say? He goes, if she touches me or takes something to me, I'm gonna really hurt her and make her cry. I go, is this the Omen? Are you Damien?
Dude, that's like a thing that would be in a movie trailer for the Omen 8 or whatever.
Right?
And it's like, it starts out looking like it's like a nice day, and this is like a pleasant, you're about to see like a sitcom trailer, and then it's like, hey, mister.
Yeah.
Cute girl.
Yeah.
If she touches me, I'm going to fucking saw her head off.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was. And I go, well, we don't want to do that.
The music
She's like-
changes,
I go, we don't want to do that. He goes, that's what I do. I go, what? And I'm like, Dude, this is like serial killer
Well,
shit.
now you got an obligation to tell the parent of that kid that
the kids got dropped off. And the parents were off there doing something because they have a rule here is if they're potty
and you're sure
trained.
this was a kid and not like a little person, right?
No, this isn't that
100%.
story where like a midget got adopted and was like threatening.
Yeah, I remember.
Right? No, that's not this story. This is a legit.
And it was like they tried to get rid of it, and it was like, I'm gonna stab
I'm
you in the
gonna
heart.
kill your
Yeah.
whole family. Yeah, this is the guy.
Oh my, that's so. What did you? So you watch him close, right? The rest of the.
Well, I mean, I had a weird moment right here because it's like you can't go off on this kid because he's threatening violence against your kid, but you also have to be somewhat concerned, like, about the mental makeup of this child.
Somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, he's threatening violence against children.
Well, it's so.
I've never ever heard anybody. Listen, do kids fight with each other over toys? I've never heard a child, even at 5 years old, go, "I'm going to hurt that person."
Well, especially to seek out the to identify the parent of that kid.
Yeah.
And then seek the adult out and come to them. And that almost suggested they like know it's wrong.
Yeah.
But they're possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever happens is gonna happen.
Then I told the lady that works there, and she's like, "Oh," and she's like, "Whatever his name is, like Tommy, play nice." And I'm like, "That's all we're gonna do."
Wait, so I'm confused. So the person who works there, is she like a babysitter? How's that work?
She's just someone who is
How does
in
she know his
charge
name?
because
like a regular-
every kid that goes there, you sign in their name, who they are, their parents.
And you can just leave them there.
They say if they're over 3 and potty trained, you can leave them there.
Interesting. I would never do that if Tommy was there. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, these kids were both grabbing my. But isn't that weird?
It's probably Tom Cruise's kids or something like that. You know, it's like.
I mean, like, and
It's
what,
so
what if
bizarre.
like 20 years from now, I just see this kid is like a serial killer, and I could have stopped it all by snapping his neck right there, like bringing pain to this 5-year-old,
Yeah.
so he understands you don't do that to people.
You could have saved the world. Yeah.
I could have been the guy, dude. That's an episode of Quantum Leap. That's like every question with Hitler. If you go back in time and you meet Baby Hitler,
That's so.
do
creepy.
you do
That's
bad
the
stuff to
creepiest
Baby
story.
Hitler?
That's the creepiest story, dude.
It's creepy.
What'd you? So
And it's really
What
weird.
did you tell him?
I go, hey man, we don't do that to people.
Yeah.
Like I want to make
What,
a
did
funny
he say
sto-
anything and run off, or he just ran off?
No, that's when the
The lady came.
the lady came and she goes, "Everything okay?" And I go, "Well, I mean, he said some
Threatening
really
violence.
weird shit and threatening violence." And then I'm like, okay, me and this guy's parents are gonna have a real issue. But they never came, and I took the kids and we took off.
Shit. Damn, I wish he had waited around to talk to his parents.
And what am I gonna do?
No, I would love to know if they were like, he would never say that.
Yeah.
Because most parents are
Right.
take their kid's
right,
side.
right. But it's like a weird, crazy story.
Also, I'd just like to see his parents, kind of hear from you what they look like. You know what I mean? Like if they're like super, if it's like Marilyn
But
Manson
is
or
that
something.
weird? That's
It's
like
incredibly weird. Yeah.
that is every story like Baby Hitler, right? What would you do with Baby Hitler?
It's like that baby in Pet Cemetery. You know, it comes back and it's just
You're like,
dead
oh
set
my
on
God, he's
stabbing
hurt.
daddy.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
that's a weird story, dude. That gave me the willies.
So we'll get in some other stuff real quick. Johnny, did anybody send us in their own personal atrocities?
Oh yes, they did.
So we can hear their atrocities.
They
So let's
sure
get
did.
into this whole thing. A lot of you guys are upset about me because I didn't watch the couple have sex. And I understand it. I'm a little upset with myself. Okay? But I also have to understand that what is the political climate?
Well, okay. No excuse there. Oh, you got
What do you
consent.
mean?
You got consent from everybody involved.
I can't, except for the. well, I guess the manager GM said go for it.
and they,
Okay.
Yeah, they said go for it.
Okay.
I only hear excuses at this point.
So what do you want me to say, Johnny? You want me to apologize?
I think somebody put it correctly when they said you faked the funk on a nasty dunk.
Okay. All right. So I will take the L on that. I will take the L on I faked the funk. Next time, listen, if you're on the road, let's say I'm in Saratoga Springs this weekend. If you want to see me and you want to have sex in front of me, I will watch. Okay? I'm sorry. I let you down. It won't happen again. So we have a new segment called "Tell Us Your Atrocities," and any good calls about atrocities.
Yeah, we got one. This is from Michelle in Florida.
Okay, Michelle, go on.
Some hotline. What is up? This is Michelle from Florida. I have 2 personal atrocities here. I'll try to keep it short. But the other night, I was thinking of one of my old classmates. He was cool. We played tennis together. And I was kind of a shy kid, so I was a little overwhelmed by the energy between us. I ended up going to a different high school, and we lost touch. We had AIM, but this was back before even everyone was on MySpace. So I decided to look him up, and the first result was Dignity Memorial. I'm crushed. He died 7 years ago. He had a cardiac arrest on his 24th birthday. Rest in peace. He served in the Army and was discharged. And one of my best friends did go to high school with him, so I called her up, and she didn't even know.
See, I think somebody didn't understand what we were going for, because this is an actual atrocity.
This
isn't like
actual loss.
Yeah, this is not an atrocity.
So, see, that's the problem. We didn't identify what an atrocity was.
Yeah, it's not. It can't be something that the general passerby, you could tell them that, and they might cry.
The original story comes from the woman calling up the dominatrix and telling her she had a stinky pussy, and the dominatrix community thinking that's an atrocity. Do you understand how that's not an atrocity? Right? Me being offered to watch a couple having sex and not accepting that is an atrocity. Okay?
By the way, don't try to Google dominatrix stinky pussy. It just doesn't. I try. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Oh, dude, that better not be a genre in porn.
It's something. It's
okay.
Something. Just don't go.
So the personal atrocities are something that is personally offensive to you that maybe other people don't understand it. Wouldn't you agree that's what an atrocity?
Yeah, it can't be something like this that you would tell.
It can't be real.
A general passerby, and they kind of get misty eyed.
Yeah,
that's not. That's
but
not
did we hear all of it? Maybe that's.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to cry, yeah, let's hear the rest. Of it.
Rest in peace, Scott. Anyway, the next day, I woke up to find someone created a fake adult fan page account in my name, and the fake account even has a blue check mark. And it's using a picture of my face next to a booty shot that doesn't even belong to me. I found out this morning that Instagram denied the report I submitted that it's impersonating me. They said it's not violating their guidelines.
Now that's
so I just want to thank you guys, whether I shit on myself at work or you guys want to hear about personal atrocities. You guys are fucking right on time. I love you guys.
Okay,
Later.
we love you too, and you did great. We don't want you to think that we didn't enjoy. We're very sad that you lost your high school crush. That's personally sad. But the second one is definitely an atrocity.
That's for sure.
That somebody's trying to sell sex using
Well,
your
not only,
picture.
she said it was verified.
Oh, Jesus.
She says it's got a blue check mark, and she went on there saying,
Which lets you
this
know
is
how
me.
hot she is, though, right? She's got to be hot.
It probably has a bunch of followers.
So what's her name?
Michelle, I think. Yeah, Michelle from Florida.
Michelle from Florida.
Probably South Florida.
Had a personal atrocity that someone got a verified count of her on an adult sex site. What do you think it is? Do you think it was? Do you think it's OnlyFans? No, it can't be OnlyFans.
No, it's Instagram, I think.
On Instagram.
Oh no, she said an adult fan page account in my name.
So what do you think that's on? I'd love to know what that's on, so we can go check it out. She didn't send you a link, so we could go.
No, it's just a phone call.
Okay.
Yeah, Michelle, reach out to us.
Michelle, reach out to us and send us a link so we can help you battle. So the atrocity of someone making a whack-off site using your picture, that is an atrocity.
That's a legit atrocity.
That's a legit atrocity. So thank you, Michelle. Our thoughts and prayers go out to you, okay? Next one.
All right, this is
Sam, Johnny, this is Damien. My atrocity, you have to take it back from the beginning of the COVID narrative. Remember you had a show at the Rec Room in Huntington Beach.
Yes.
They canceled the show because of the 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Well, the Rec Room denied my money back. They went to PayPal and they said they would not give me the money.
This guy is just using our atrocities hotline to get money back
Hey,
from the Rec Room.
All right, I didn't know that, dude. That's interesting.
Hold on, it's almost over. This also
That's
not
my
atrocity.
greatest atrocity to this time. atrocity.
That is
Every time you play the Rec Room, I hear that, and it's like putting salt in an open wound, Sam. So, loyal to the foil, but fuck the Rec Room. Out.
Okay, man. I would tell you that is an atrocity for sure. That's borderline atrocity because that's really fucked up.
By the way, I want to share an atrocity. I have one of my own.
Do we have any more calls?
Yeah,
Then
we
we'll
do.
end with yours.
No, I want to just stick mine in the middle here because I'm going to forget about it. Actually, I'll never forget about this. But I just...
Hey,
okay,
bud.
So,
hey, to that guy that just called,
yeah.
Send me an email. Email me. We'll write this wrong. I'll give you a free ticket to a show. I'll get you into a future show. I'll set you up. I'll get you a drink, and we'll take care of you, and we'll make reparations for your atrocities, okay?
Do you have any financial grievances? Please contact us at Broken
No,
Sam.
don't. I don't want to shell out more money.
So...
Johnny, I've seen you do that.
I'm
You're
doing
really
this.
on a warpath with this today.
I am. So, Doritos, not a big fan of Doritos. You know, I used to eat them as junk food as a kid. Addicting.
They're great. I love Doritos.
Popcorn is wonderful, though. And the Doritos flavor is wonderful. And they got the idea to make Doritos flavored popcorn, and it's incredible.
Okay.
I've been eating it for months.
Yeah.
It gives you great shits. It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's like,
okay.
It adds a lot of
okay. What
bulk
makes
to
it a great shit?
It's like fiber kind of. It like adds bulk, you know. Just move everything.
Is it
moves
loud?
Out. No, it just moves out fast, and you're done, and you're back to your day.
Okay.
Here's the problem, though: limited time flavor, and I can't find it anywhere now. Dude, I've ordered it. I made probably 20 different orders from Instacart where they said it was in stock. None of them delivered. I found 3 bags at the very top of shelf of a Ralph's in the back, and I had the guy come with like the stick and everything and get him down. And now I can't find any. I just ate the last bag, this week, and so I'm putting out a request on. This is my personal atrocity that they're not making. That
is an atrocity.
I even contacted Smart Food,
yeah,
and said like, "Hey, what's the deal?" They didn't answer my question. They just
Johnny,
said,
I got it.
We're glad you like this, and they sent me a certificate for a free bag of popcorn, which doesn't help me at all. So if you come across this product, Smart Foods Doritos Nacho Cheese Popcorn, contact me at Johnny Woodard on Twitter, at Johnny A. Woodard Instagram, and I will pay a premium to get this shipped to my house. And if you want,
Johnny,
like
what is the thing you
Sam
signed
cameo
to
or
get
something,
it? Yeah. What's the thing you can get people to sign to start a movement? What's it called?
A petition, like a Move On or whatever, MoveOn.org.
Moved on. Is that what it is?
Isn't
Move
that-
on. No, it's not Move On. It's change something or
No, MoveOn.org is like that progressive.
Yeah,
website.
yeah.
That's like the Democratic political sway.
Bringchange.com.
Change.org is what it is.
Okay,
You're
Johnny. Change.org. Time for you to start a petition. Let's start right now.
You want to
Yeah, we're going to start a petition on the show. A national.
Would you say it's local, national, or global?
I think it's do you want to help like the Sudan
This feels global to me.
Okay, then
This
go
feels
global.
important.
Okay, go global.
I'm saying
I mean,
this
this
is
is an
global.
atrocity.
It is my personal atrocity.
Okay,
Now, They
food?
even had a category already.
Food. Hold on, but can you do a bunch of them? Yeah. Or can you only do
only one.
food?
Only one.
Okay,
It's gotta be food.
Okay.
Okay. Now the petition is to bring back Doritos Smart Food flavored popcorn.
Okay. Yeah. For
Doritos
sure.
flavored Smart Food.
Yeah,
Alright,
but don't you gotta make them all capitalized?
No, this is AP style we're doing here, so that should be down actually. But
wow!
Bring back Doritos flavored Smart Food popcorn. That's
Yes,
it. That's how you do.
Yes.
That. Okay. Smart Food.
Smart Food is stop
making.
You should talk about right when they kind of stopped at the British pound crash.
Yeah.
World War III opened up.
It was a limited flavor, and as soon as they stopped manufacturing this delicious popcorn, the Queen died.
Yeah.
The pound crashed.
Yeah.
And the
we're on the brink of World War III.
And the world is on the brink of war.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe if you bring back this flavored popcorn, Ukraine won't be a failed state.
Bring back this flavor of popcorn.
Bring back the
immediately.
Ukraine. That's what it should be. Bring back this flavor of popcorn. Bring back the Ukraine.
Ukraine's future may depend on it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just going to put Johnny A. Woodard the fourth.
The fourth.
And Samuel
V. Tripoli.
V. Tripoli.
Yeah.
Esquire.
Esquire. I don't even know why you're putting Esquire.
I don't either. It's like me. I think that means like you're an attorney.
Okay, there you go.
Now we got some tips here. It says describe who is involved and how they are affected. I think we did that. The
Yeah.
entire world is
Yeah.
affected, obviously. Explain what needs to be changed and who has the power to do it. We did that. Make it clear what happens if you win or lose. I think we did that too. Ukraine's future may be in the balance here. Don't bully. Use hate speech. Now, this is normally a problem for me, so I'm glad they put these tips here. But I don't think we did any of that either. So there we go. Now
upload a
we
photo
need a
of it.
photo.
Yes. Do you have a photo of you eating it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Actually, I think I took one on my Instagram
Let's
of it.
Let's see.
Let me see here.
Look at that, dude, Johnny. That's the yes. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
And I love that it's right next to
Bacon.
Bacon.
that was my order that night. Bacon.
Lower just a little bit. Just a little bit. There you
just
go.
a touch.
There
Okay.
you go. There you go.
All right.
Bang. Uh-oh. You may need a larger photo.
You may suck my dick. How about that?
Okay. Okay.
Not you. but-
So we're gonna Johnny, sexual harassment.
Sorry.
There we go. So Johnny did it. Please join us.
Yeah, they want my phone number. I'm going to do that off screen.
Okay, do it off screen so they can't see us. But do you understand we're making differences here? And like we discover atrocities all the time.
All right, there we go. It's signed. I'm gonna hope everybody signs that.
Johnny, will you please send me a link to that, and will you please put it on the Twitter and on Instagram? And it's just, I think we need, dude. It's like, do you guys want to change the world? Now you have a way to do it. Okay, bring back nacho flavored Dorito.
Some people might say, "Oh,
Smart
join, you
popcorn.
should. If you want to change the world, join the Peace Corps, volunteer at the soup kitchen, feed homeless people." No, fucking sign this petition for Doritos popcorn.
Guys, you want to stop an atrocity? You can now. Johnny, let's hear some more atrocities.
Johnny Woodard. I've lost total faith in Sam Tripoli. He's all talk. Total atrocity.
That's a lot of comments like that.
That was the end. That's his atrocity.
That's it. Yeah, you
his
were the
atrocity is my atrocity.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry, bro. My apology. And you sound Mexican, so.
What's up, Broken
What's wrong with
Sam?
that?
So,
Racist?
heard about your atrocities part, and I was thinking about back in high school, 2004. We were juniors, and we got cocaine for the first time, and we had about 2 grams all in one big rock. And our buddy went to break it up and used a full beer bottle. And when he went to break up the rock, the beer bottle opened and soaked all the cocaine. And that was the end of the night and the end of our party. And that was an atrocity.
That was
So,
an
love the pod.
atrocity. Dude, that's a total atrocity. Bro, you spilled your beer on your cocaine. That is an atrocity.
Dude, you know the dude thought he was being cool too.
Oh my
like smashing
God.
a note with a beer bottle.
Now, let me ask you something, Johnny. If you licked it up, are you getting the beer and the cocaine?
Oh, I wonder. What if they invented a new combo here? What if some guy
Dude, what if
stood
that
behind?
is the Dorito smart food of fucking partying right there?
Yeah, just what if you take it in a little syringe, stick it up your ass?
Dude, what if Bud Light was like, we decided to take the next level. We give you cocaine Bud Light. Dude, Coke Bud Light. Drink more piss water all night with cocaine Bud Light.
Dude, you know they'd sell you cocaine if it was legal. They would. Bud Light would sell you cocaine and Bud for in a heartbeat. I mean, they used to do
Johnny,
it.
that is, dude, we've had some great atrocities. That's 3 great atrocities.
I agree with that for sure. Okay, let's see what this guy says here.
Good afternoon, Sam, Johnny, and all the broken.
Shout out to all the Mexicans who listen.
I saw my best friend back in 1986. High school years, we were drinking and
Great
stuff
accent.
like that. He was in love with this beautiful girl, but she always, give it, being paying no mind to him and stuff. So in this party, after he got his heartbroken for the third time, I look up and I see him making out with the ugliest one girl from our class. So that was an atrocity. That was worse than 9/11. And I saw my best friend with the most ugly person in the planet. Okay,
I would. So
we have a friend who did something similar actually in Arizona. You may recall.
We call that the Arizona Desert Rat special right there. That is an atrocity when you see your buddy who got his heart broken, just like bottom feeding, or the other way around. You see your girlfriend who got her heart broken, hit some garbage dick. That's an atrocity for sure. That is 100% atrocities, dude. For sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yo, Sam Tripoli and Johnny, watch me bang my wife Woodard.
Yeah.
Calling you from D.C., the reptilian capital of the country. Hope all is well, boys. Sorry to have to do so, but I'm going to have to call atrocities against my two favorite podcasters.
Oh, no.
I do still love y'all, but how dare you speak unkind words against Hawaiian pizza? But I get it because the inventor of the quote-unquote Hawaiian pizza.
Nope, we're not hearing it.
No, dude, we're not hearing it, okay?
We're not entertaining.
That's not an atrocity, okay?
Not
liking pineapple on your pizza is not an atrocity, all right?
Disgusting.
It's disgusting. I don't like cold with hot, all right?
I'm with you.
I want hot with hot.
I gotta beef about that, dude. Okay, so there's this place
that cold was an atrocity.
Tender Greens is called. Good little restaurant. You get affordable
Love
food
it,
in LA.
love it.
When you get takeout from there, they put your salad in a single flat thing with your steak, and you get
Warm
hot salad. And cold steak.
Soggy
your salad soaked in blood from the medium steak, which I love a medium rare even.
Yeah, I'm all about medium rare, dog.
And it's
Give me
disgusting.
the blood, son.
You separate the cold and the hot in your food.
Yeah, I totally agree,
Sam.
dude.
You're so right.
That call was an atrocity right there.
That's an atrocity.
This show's personal atrocities was somebody trying to tell us that our understanding, which is that pineapple pizza is for psychopaths. I bet you that kid who threatened my daughter eats nothing but pineapple pizza.
Okay, so this is just listen to this.
Hey guys, I just wanted to call with an atrocity.
We love it.
So, 2 years ago, I bought tickets to see Sam perform in Raleigh,
All the
North
complaints are
Carolina.
just about your shows.
And then he had to cancel his show because he got COVID.
I remember.
So I bought tickets to see him again in Raleigh in February. And I got COVID. So I had to give my tickets to a coworker who was less than grateful. So
That's an atrocity.
That is an atrocity.
y'all should come back to Raleigh. Also, Johnny, I live fairly close to where you grew up, and it is a total shithole. But I love you guys, love the show, and I hope that you both come back and perform in North Carolina. I'll be there.
Last time I went to Raleigh, I invited Johnny, and he didn't even show up.
Well, no, I was going to take you on a tour of my college campus, let you see, get you some behind the scenes in the Smith Center and shit like that. And then I call you that day, and you're like, oh, yeah, I got lunch scheduled with a couple of people. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Johnny, they loved all the shows. They would have loved you.
Yeah, but I had
it was Sarah, not a Mexican, and a boyfriend.
I didn't have it sorted out for 8 fucking people to tour the campus of the University of North Carolina.
It was 4
the
of
University
us.
of National Champions.
It was going to be 4 of us, Johnny. You not showing up was a personal atrocity to me, bro.
I love that people have used this as like a hotline for just like ticket complaints from the past couple of years. Let's see.
Shy Nice, Dan T, first time, long time.
Love this guy already.
I got atrocities I experience every day of the week. And I'm talking about gas station line etiquette. From the old ladies writing the check to the people searching for exact change. And the worst offender of them all, lottery ticket people.
Oh, you're so right.
All I want is a pack of cigarettes and a 12-pack of beer. And I got to wait for you to check every single scratch ticket you've dug off the ground in your tweaker bullshit missions all week long. Get out of here. Gotta say, love you guys. 5 stars. All day, every day.
So right, man. There's nothing worse. You're trying to get in and get out, go to, record at the studio, trying to get home to make out with your chick, whatever. And there's some guy with 30 fucking scratch offs. Even if he hits the jackpot, he's getting like $200.
Fuck that guy.
Annoying.
Dude, there needs to be one line for the lonely, bro. One line for the lonely.
Automate that system, bro. That's the thing. Automate. Just get a little barcode on it. Boop, beep, 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 oh, you won. Then you go to the line, the actual line.
I mean, if they can do that with parking garage tickets, they could do that with lotto tickets.
We can figure this out for sure.
I don't need to wait in line while some crackhead tries to get enough crack money to die.
Let me see. All right.
That was an atrocity.
I agree. He's right. He's right.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jonestown Escape. This may be an atrocity. I will preface this by saying that I am in the South. Around 96, 97, my dad and myself, my dad a Marine and me, a 15-year-old kid full of piss and vinegar, were just, going somewhere. I don't even remember where. We see a man and a woman arguing in a parking lot, and this guy just open hand slaps the shit out of this woman. I'm talking knocks her on her ass. I look at my dad, he looks at me, he whips into the parking lot. Because we don't stand for that kind of behavior around here. Anyway, long story short, before it was all said and done, they both tried to whip our asses. I don't know what the hell was going on. We tried to do the right thing, or so we thought, and before the end of the altercation, we had a very, very pissed off young lady, trying to get us.
Dude, that is an atrocity for sure.
That's so
You're
funny.
trying to help a woman who just got bitch slapped, and then she starts helping the guy that smacked you fight back? Yeah, dude. Yeah. So moral of the story, let women get hit, okay? Stay out of it. Stay out of it.
Dude, that reminds me of this story. When I first moved to LA, one of my welcome to LA moments, I have a few of them that I remember pretty well, is I was driving down, not far from here, actually, probably on Highland. And I saw this mother, maybe nanny, tying this kid's shoe, probably 4 years old, this kid. And this kid just takes his hand back like this, as far as he can, and slaps the shit out of her in the face. And she just looks at him like that and goes back to tying his shoe. Dude, if I had ever slapped my mom or dad in the face, I'd have been dead, bro.
Yeah.
There'd just been a grease stain on the ground left where I used to be standing. Can you imagine if you slapped your dad or mom in the fucking
Unbelievable, dude. My dad wouldn't even let me beat him in bowling, let alone smack his face.
Fuck. That's crazy. All right.
Hey, this is Tim calling from Savannah, Georgia.
Nice area.
I got to tell y'all boys about a serious atrocity.
Okay.
All right, so I was at Hilton Head Beach the other weekend.
I used to live there.
And this old man in a Stephen Hawkins wheelchair rolls up to me, asks me if I had any cocaine on me. And I'm like, sorry, buddy, I haven't had any cocaine in a long time. And he's like, yeah, shit just ain't the same around here. And he starts talking about rock and roll, whatever. I get my drinks, and he stretches his little nub out. I thought he was trying to shake my hand, so I go and reach. I grabbed his nub and moved it up and down. He pulled back, and he starts freaking out and spazzing. And I just had to walk away in shame, dude. It was definitely an atrocity. Love y'all. Peace.
So hold on. So he was doing what? Like
I don't know, but he wasn't trying to shake hands. It sounds like.
But it was a nub.
Yeah, I mean, the guy was all fucked up in a wheelchair.
Yeah, that's some creepy ass shit.
What's the etiquette on that? You know,
well, if some fucking vegetable in the fucking wheels.
I think if you don't have hands, you kind of don't get to shake hands anymore, as a rule.
The craziest thing is when you realize somebody doesn't have a certain hand. Like I shake right-handed, and I'll walk in line. I'll see a guy is missing his right hand, so I have to prepare to shake.
I love that you said that a few times to me. That like you say it like it happens enough that it's something you've had to be on the lookout for
all the time. Yeah.
Really? Is that often?
Yeah, I have to watch
I love it. You're talking about like Steven. You ever seen that video of Steven Seagal talking about how he can notice people like oh, look, that guy just dropped a gun over there. Or, you sound like Steven Seagal. Like
Well, you have to, dude. You have to.
Real talent you have here for
shaking hands,
Yeah,
Johnny?
yeah.
Johnny, what are you doing right now?
I'm going to try to find that Steven Seagal clip. Go ahead. Tell me about it.
Tell you about what?
The shaking hand thing. You weren't quite finished.
Well, it's like, yeah, dude, you don't want to go to shake guy's hand. He doesn't have a hand, so you got to prepare yourself.
What do you mean prepare
But Johnny,
yourself?
you don't understand. I, as an entertainer, have to be constantly aware of anybody who might sneak attack me.
Well, what does that have to do with changing hands for?
Because I'm sensing danger.
Wait, okay, so you're
all
saying
the time.
prepare yourself for shaking opposite hand.
Yes.
Here's what that looks like. That's preparing your just.
Yeah. So Johnny, I normally would go with my right hand. He doesn't have a right hand.
Understand, but you're saying like it requires somebody like okay
preparation.
You're like Joe Biden in this moment. Like
no, I'm not Joe Biden.
Shake his left hand. He doesn't have a left hand. That doesn't make any sense, dude. What you're saying?
So I should shake his non-existent left hand.
No. What I'm saying is like
non-existent right hand.
obviously you do that. It doesn't require any this is not some special skill that you've acquired from years of public appearances. This is just common sense. If somebody doesn't have a hand, you shake the other hand, and if they have no hands, you just do a little elbow bump, like a little elbow tap like that. It's not like you're saying it like, oh, I saw him like 30 people down the line.
I did.
I was thinking about it the whole
But
time.
I did. I prepared for it. What's wrong with that? Johnny, I can sense danger.
What's dangerous about that?
I can sense danger. Dangerous is like me going to shake his right hand. Oh, there's no right hand here. Everyone feels bad. Okay? So instead, I put out my left hand going, got you, brother.
and in your mind, you're like his hero, right? For not embarrassing him.
Yes.
You prevented an atrocity, is what you're saying, right?
An atrocity for him. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm preparing.
Did you ever watch the show Steven Seagal Lawman? It was like the dumbest show, bro.
A suspect, 6 feet tall, thick build, shoulder-length dreads. Inside of the apartment, there's supposedly a 45 caliber gun.
Steven Seagal gets to do whatever he wants to do.
It's all the way in the back. It's going to be me with the shield going in first, followed by the long gun.
He's like a late Marlon Brando at this point. Like a late era Marlon Brando. He's huge. Look, they push it. You see them pushing him into place like, come on.
Get that guy. He just shoved something in his mouth.
You see what I'm saying? He's like really good at noticing stuff.
When we hit the house, we found a lot more people in the
Like, now Omen's talking about this. Now, did he become the sheriff of a parish? Is that what happened?
Something like that, yeah.
And was it all set up for a TV show?
I think it was all set up for a TV show. But yeah, so in the preview, like to this show, they showed him like Steven Seagal, like driving down the road, and just he's like, yeah, my skills are finely attuned. I can notice all kinds of things. Like that guy just dropped a gun, or this guy just stashed some drugs in that bush. And he's so serious. There's no humor about that guy at all. Did you see when he went like
Does
Ukraine?
he have any kids?
I don't know.
Does Seagal have kids?
Let's see.
Like, it's usually Steven Seagal will have some, like, a guy like him will have a smoke show
Well,
kid.
look when I search children, it's like 8 kids come up here.
Oh, look at that. Cadito Seagal.
Oh, yeah, he likes Asian women, huh? Look, they're all got a little Asian flavor.
Oh, he does have a bunch of kids.
Yeah, a bunch of kids.
How many kids? He's got seven kids.
7 kids. Steven Seagal fucks.
Do you see, Arissa's hot. They're all hot, but Arissa's hot. Huh?
Did you see he's called himself the special representative for Russia-U.S. cultural links? That's what he's called himself. Isn't that funny?
That's so nuts,
bro. This is the last thing. This is that guy he called back one more.
Tim again. I meant to say before I hung up that I would love for you, Johnny, and especially you, Sammy.
All right. Thank you, bud.
I would love for y'all to watch me and my wife make love. It's just a little bit out of my price range. Do y'all do like a veterans discount or anything? If you do, let me know.
Okay, we're willing to do veterans discount. I'm willing to knock off
99%.
99% of it.
We'll pay you $10.
Now this guy thinks we're joking. Johnny, is it possible for us to not show them the screen, but they can all hear us watching these guys make love?
Why? What are you going to be doing that you don't want them to see?
Well, I mean, we can't put people fucking on YouTube.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I can control whatever goes up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
wait. So you want
we want them to live
make it a
stream
podcast?
in.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
live stream in.
I don't. He didn't consent to that. He consented to us watching him, not the entire world hearing him.
No,
fuck.
but we're not. We're not. Hold on. But that's the deal. You get the. So we got to amend
Yeah, but not
that.
on the podcast.
Yeah. So we have to put an amendment to that deal.
That we can podcast it.
That if they let us like watch it live stream, then we'll knock off 95% of the total.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right.
I'll do that.
And we won't show it, but people can listen to us and watch us watch you as we give advice.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to see Sam Tripoli jerk off, yeah.
No, Johnny, I promise you, I will not jerk off.
All right.
Can I give you that promise?
Yeah, you can.
Can I
just
make
like
that promise to you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Johnny, I will not jerk off. So this has been a great. I wish we could get more atrocities.
If you don't know what we're talking about, the Cash Daddies Patreon, patreon.com/Cash Daddies, has a tier for $1,000 where Sam, what really happened, it was supposed to be my thing. I give you sex advice, and then Sam just weaseled his way right in as he does. And now today on the Jamie Kennedy podcast, it's his whole thing now. My face is on it. Ugh. And so, yeah, we're supposed to give you like ironic sex advice on.
Johnny says it's ironic. It's literal.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be giving you advice on how to go to Pound Town, and by the time you're done with my master's class, you will be mayor of Pound Town. Okay, that's our promise. By the time you're done with our master class and me watching you and your ladies make love, you will be a master.
I would like to get some amateur pornography up. And then you could do like a demonstration of what an actual class like this might be. You know, you just watch some amateur porn.
Well, I mean, it's like my joke. First thing I would give it amateurs is clean your room. That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
I can't stand people humping in a dirty room, a messy room. Clean your fucking room.
You're a weirdo for noticing that.
Yeah. What?
You're a weirdo for noticing that.
Yeah. Johnny, we got any more atrocities, or can I talk about my atrocities?
I mean, we could go on forever. I don't think we could ever listen to all of them.
Okay.
We got dozens. The number is 657-339-1338. That's the Broken Simulation hotline.
One more time.
657-339-1338.
All right. And also, before I get into my personal atrocities.
More atrocities.
Well, I have one atrocities. I somewhat talked about it before, but I'd like to bring it up with you. So I have, we want to start doing unboxing on the show. And so please send us whatever you want. We'd love to show it. Only the best stuff makes it. Now, you guys understand, and you guys love us, but some of you guys out there may try to be a trickster, that we have editing. So if you send us something stupid, we'll just edit it out, and then you won't even know. Okay.
Now, is the P.O. Box still the same? Because I put that at the end of every episode.
Yeah,
the P.O. Box.
It's P.O. Box 423. Okay, it's 10907 Magnolia Boulevard, North Hollywood, California,
I'm putting it up.
91601. Now, so to make sure that we know, please put attention broken sim.
Okay. That's it. 10907 Magnolia Boulevard, P.O. Box 423. That's North Hollywood, 91601. And we'll unbox whatever you send us.
Yeah. So, Johnny, my personal atrocity is out there is that I have been kicked off Instagram again. You know, I got kicked off again.
This is borderline an actual, bad thing.
It's a bad thing, but it's not. And I'll tell you why. Because I think social media is unhealthy for me. And it's either I'm on Twitter with all the bad news or I'm on Instagram looking at fat asses, okay? And I just think it's good for me at this time in my life to move on from that. And I've been praying to the universe. I've been doing my daily manifesting. And I said, hey, cut down my Instagram cut down my social media interaction by 50%. And guess what? it took down half my half my social media. So Instagram is gone.
So what? Now you still what you're left with is the Instagram where you look at asses, right?
No, I don't. Now here's the crazy thing. I've only told Joe Rogan about this because he goes, they took away.
Well, you told the world if you told Joe Rogan, right? You mean on the Rogan?
No,
show?
no,
Oh,
because
okay.
this happened after the Rogan show.
Privately. Okay.
So I paid $3,500 to get my Instagram back. I paid the $3,500. The guy gets it back. After a while, it took a while for them to get it to me.
So I just love to know what they were doing, like what that process was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would like to know why it took me so long. It takes other people like 2 days. Yeah. So, it's the same thing when I got that pre-check. I know people got within a week.
I got it the next day, dude.
You
Literally
applied and got the next day.
Yeah, I did it in Atlanta when I was there for the World Series, and the next day I got the email saying that I had been approved for it.
Really?
Yep.
Well, maybe because you did it in Atlanta.
Oh, maybe. What's in Atlanta?
I don't know. Less people?
Could be. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
that's the only thing
I process nationally, but yeah, I got it the next day.
So yeah, it took mine almost 2 months. 2 months, and I'm on some terrorist watch list. And by the way, me and nothing at the LAX. It's just me and NBA players are the only ones using the pre-check. I love it. Every time I walk up, there's another first #1 pick waiting in line. First it was Blake Griffin, then it was.
You're serious?
Keon Martin. What's his name? Who was the guy? Martin.
Kenny Martin.
Kenny Martin.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do a little Bigfoot theater here right now for you. We're gonna reenact.
We got some good comments from the last.
We're gonna reenact the situation. You play me telling Kmart that you're a big fan, and I will react the way Kenny and Martin did. Okay. All right, ready?
Well, wait, set it up a little bit. Okay, so are we in line here?
Where you've just got passed by the TSA guy at the first stop where you give your passport, and you're about to pick up your bags to move forward, right? So you're about to go to the conveyor belt and walk through the thing, but you just gave them your bag.
Okay. All right. Hey, Mr. Kenyon, Mr. Martin. Hey, I'm just a big, yes, you play basketball. Obviously you play basketball. But I'm a comedian. I pass at the Comedy Store. Big fan. Basketball.
That was it.
That was it. That wasn't even. No words even.
No.
Didn't verbalize.
Yeah. And big fan. Yeah.
I imagine you just be like really garbling it, and maybe he thought you were in the same.
Hey
person.
man, big fan. Yeah.
So you were even chill, but you weren't like.
No, I wasn't doing you, Wally Beaver. Like fucking.
Who's Wally? I don't know that. Wally.
Leave It to Beaver.
And I didn't.
Oh yeah, that's way before your time.
Right. That's way before your time, isn't it?
No, well, I mean, I'm the last generation, buddy, that had no internet growing up.
Yeah.
So we had cable.
And cable. Did you have cable or just the off-air channels, the 3?
No, I started with the off-air channels. I remember channels going off, and then we got cable, then we got the internet, and he was just like, it was like a thank you, but it was like, That was it.
Did you feel offended by it, or was it like?
No, but it's just like nobody cares if white guys are big fans of yours, okay? Right?
Unless it's like Leo DiCaprio or something like that,
Unless it's a famous dude.
Adam Sandler.
But some random fucking 40-year-old guy, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
He literally Bigfoot me. So anyways, I
what's that voice that they do? Oh
yeah, where Bigfoot sounds like Japanese. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's what he did to you, huh?
He Japanese me.
Started knocking on trees and stuff.
So I have to pay. Now, just so you know that my Instagram got taken down because I was stating facts about the Jacks, right? And that's...
Oh, really? I thought it was...
No. The first time.
Kanye,
The first
Kardashian
time.
Thing or
hold on. The first time it gets taken down,
The same account we're talking
Yeah,
about.
the original time is because of all the Jack stuff I'm putting out.
And which one is this? Sam Tripoli?
At Sam Tripoli. Gone.
Yeah, that was not smart.
Get on.
That's the one you should just use, like, make it
Yeah,
family
but
stuff.
Johnny, I'm fighting for humanity, okay?
But you got the other one to fight for. You need one to fight for
Well,
humanity.
that got taken down too. So the tinfoil hat
screwed,
account that's going right now is not the original.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So they take down tinfoil. So I'm dropping all these bombs about the Jacks. They take me down immediately, right? That's fine. I paid $3,500. Some shady ass dude gets me back my account. I'm playing by the rules. Okay? First thing that I get my first strike on is a high school fight in a bathroom. Two dudes fighting. They go through the bathroom stall door. A guy is shitting while they're fighting because that is number one fair on my life.
Wait, what is? People fighting into your stall?
Me having a fight while I shit. Okay?
Is that real?
Swear to God, Johnny, the notion that somebody busts in my stall, my pants are around my ankles, and I have to fight for my life mid-shit is the scariest thing ever.
I don't believe that you actually thought about that.
Johnny!
You're so crazy if you've thought about that.
Johnny, I think about it all the time like somebody could come
You
through.
think about it all the time. What the fuck?
Half of the reason I take Krav Maga is for this exact moment.
That's so. You have a lot of weird things around shit, I've noticed. Like, I just want to bring our attention to this. We did a poll after last week asking, do you shit in the shower? After Sam kind of defended the practice. More than 200 people replied. 5% said yes, they do.
So-
89.5, almost 90, 9 in 10 people said that they do not.
Not fully 9 in 10.
And then 5%, more than said yes, said no, not on purpose. Oops. Like, oh, accidentally I've shit in the shower, but not on purpose.
Yeah, so basically 10% agreed with me, and I'm fine with that.
No. 5% agree with you that it's an acceptable
5%
practice.
has done it, and then 5.5 has done it, but didn't mean it. But
They think
do
it's
it.
gross, though.
No.
You don't think it's gross. You
No.
like stomping it down the...
No,
and
I
we
don't,
had
Johnny.
we had comments,
Johnny, it's an emergency maneuver.
And we had comments for people saying that shit just stays right there. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it does.
The drain's not designed to take it down. It just it kind of funnels right there.
Well, you know, enough water goes, it drains, it erodes. bro.
Enough water, because you know about pipes and
So,
stuff, right?
Johnny, that is my first fear. That's one of my number one fears, is having to
That's
fight
so
while
funny.
shitting, okay?
That's so funny.
That's number one fear. No, so I post that. It gets taken down. Promoting violence. Not true. Not true.
Promoting violence? Is that
yeah,
really
that's
what
what
they
it said.
took it down on?
Promoting violence. The second one I get taken down for is Meek Mill. A post I put up about Meek Mill,
Yeah, which that was nothing.
which is that he said that he does microdosing because
He said.
he said it.
It's like reporting news almost.
So then I said, this is part of my new movement, do shrooms with your black friends. I got busted for promoting illegal activity. Even though we all know that all these tech sport nerd dorks in Simi Valley are all microdosing.
Well, how do they know it's illegal? How do they know you weren't talking about doing it in Holland or something where it's legal? You know what I mean?
It's just ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
And then the final one, Johnny, this is how you know they hate you, when they won't even give you a reason. They just blank you. Is I put up breaking news. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute with explosive diarrhea, according to my black sources.
Why did you post that?
Because everyone was talking about how it was all coming out. And by the way, isn't this crazy how the story's just gone now? It was a huge story for a second, that basically it came out that Kris Kardashian, or the mother, basically picked which porno to put out, which means basically that Kim had sex to film, to promote, to make money, right? And Candace Owens like, that's prostitution. Right? And then Ray J's like, she did on purpose. And then Kanye said she had explosive diarrhea. like way more than normal. So I just put an amalgamation of all them together just so people would know.
I'm glad to hear your thought process because I hadn't heard all those stories.
They all put it together. So I just put it out there just so people know. And then the sassy AI took me down.
How does Candace Owens not get taken down, by the way? She just goes hard all the time. And
She's
never
on
gets taken
YouTube. I don't know if she's on
Let's see if she is.
Instagram. But those people also have lawyers. And here's the whole thing, Johnny. If you go one side or the other harder.
She's got 4.5 million followers on Instagram, Candace Owens.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to tell you then. I don't know how she's allowed to be on there, and I am not.
I mean, she's the
But
one
she's
who
great.
she's great. She's the one who initiated what you were talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got Ben Shapiro. Come on.
Here's the whole thing, Johnny. Twitter, something's going on at Twitter. So anyways, Johnny, before I get into that, Instagram now is taking me down for 2 poop jokes. I literally got taken down for poop jokes. Like, that is how sassy the AI is. It doesn't like poop jokes. What's this, network television?
I'm just imagining you appealing it or whatever, and the person who has to do the manual review, looking at all your Instagram posts, just like.
And like, dude, I also think, Johnny, that they take into account what DMs you get.
Really?
I think that is it. And I get bombarded with conspiracy DMs.
Oh, interesting. I do too. That's interesting.
I just get bombarded with it and just the collection. Or they found out that I got my thing back and they were like, nah, dog, no pet cemetery for you, motherfucker.
I bet you they know who follows you too and who you follow, and they can see other people that they've banned. So if you show up, your web of contacts looks like a Christmas tree, there's a bunch of reds on it.
Yeah.
I bet you they're like, oh, okay.
You're out.
You get
Gone.
less chances, yeah.
Ba-ba. Ba-ba. Poop jokes.
So much power.
So, Johnny, I have Fat Dragon Pro. I'm thinking about turning to Fat Dragon Tripoli.
I think your name should be in it for sure.
Fat Dragon Tripoli?
Yeah.
I'm going to see if that's available.
Of course it's available.
Yeah.
As long as I don't put this out before you register it, you should do it right now.
Will you change it to Fat Dragon Tripoli?
Who are you telling?
I'm going to tell them. So I've decided, Johnny, to not take over my social. I'm going to slowly walk away from my social media.
Like Homer Simpson backing into the shrubs.
Yeah, I think I'm going to let go.
You're abdicating. You're stepping
back. The only
back.
reason I go on Twitter is to find stories to talk on my podcast. That's it. I'm not.
You yell at people on Twitter.
I do, but I need to get off that too because I realize that it's just a waste of energy, right?
It's dark energy too. It's like bad fuel. It's dirty fuel.
And it's just like I'm not changing anyone's lives.
Don't you feel like
and they have me in this echo chamber where it's like everybody on Twitter I agree with. I'm like, why am I agreeing with everybody on Twitter?
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. I like seek out people to argue with, and then I find that like I'm waking up in the morning, this is the first thing I think about is like, let's see if this fuck has replied to me. I'm gonna fucking destroy this.
Yeah, you love that, Johnny. You're nice.
But it's like anxiety though. It's not good. It's dirty fuel is what I call it. It's like
I love it.
It drives you.
Dirty fuel.
It drives you, but it's not clean. It's a bad feeling. It's not good. It doesn't make you better.
So that's kind of my world. That was my personal atrocity, Johnny. Would you agree that like the AI committed atrocities on me?
For sure. Yeah.
For getting mad at a poop
in a way,
joke?
that's in a way, that's an actual
badge of honor,
a bad thing.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean. That's almost too real to be an atrocity.
Okay,
I think it is an atrocity, but it's almost too real to be because that affects your like livelihood, your ability to promote.
Well,
stuff.
That's the whole thing. So on samtripoli.com, you're going to now be able to jump on an email list, so I can send you an email when like all the week shows
Glad
will
you're
be
finally
on.
taking my suggestion from like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I
that.
mean, Johnny, I mean, like, dude, these social media platforms make it really easy for you just to do that while they don't want Rudolph to play in their reindeer games. It's just like without my YouTube, if they take away my YouTube, I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost.
By the way, you'll never guess who won Big Brother. It was the black chick.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, dude,
it was so fixed, dude.
Somebody wants to come on the show talk about how they're trying to start race riots with that shit.
Really? Bring them on, dude. I'd love to talk about that shit because I think they're right. It made me. I told my girlfriend the other night when she was watching, I said, I pay for Paramount Plus and I'm not paying for it anymore.
Johnny,
for you to watch this shit. I don't want to contribute to it.
So I listen. I'm really over television. I can't watch a lot of it. Like,
I saw your Game of Thrones tweet.
I'm out.
House of Dragons, as you call it. It's House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out of the house. I'm leaving the house. You keep your.
I guarantee you watch another episode. Of that
I'm not going to.
I guarantee you watch another episode. Of that show.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but just know, hand to God, I don't have Disney Plus. I got rid of it, and I've been wanting to watch all this
stuff. It's not on Disney Plus, so that's a start.
Okay, Johnny. The point is, I've done things where I've made, drew the line in the sand and didn't fucking give in.
That new Star Wars show is supposed to be dope, dude.
I know. I want to watch it so bad, but I hate Disney.
They're the worst. They are the worst.
I don't want to give them my dollars. Now, I do have ESPN Plus because I love the UFC.
Such a rip-off, ESPN Plus, increasing their price, man.
Well, because they're hurting. Because people are canceling their Disney Plus fucking deals, right? So anyways, so a house of comedy, the House of the Dragon is just this is what they do. These are what the showrunners are doing, Johnny. They're basically saying this. They're going, how much shit will you put up with to see dragons? That's what they're doing, right? How much shit can we shove down your throat when we give you a couple dragons an episode? Hey, man, dragon, but here, you got to get this incest. Hey, another dragon, but he's hitting on his pedophile. It's a pedophile uncle hitting on his daughter. Hey, here's a interracial gay couple. Bam! Here you go. Oh, now we're going to get back to some incest and murder and all that shit. Like, how much can you put up with? Oh, now we got full on cucking. And the only thing crazy about the cucking on the House of the Dragon is that it went reverse interracial, where it was the white guy cucking the gay black guy. That's the only thing original about that cucking.
Give it some credit for that. Give it some props.
But they're just, and then my favorite thing is when they go to the showrunners and we gotta listen to these nerd dorks freaking verbally jerk themselves off. Yeah. They try to make.
I watch it every time too. It's so funny.
And it's just like they try to well, what we really tried to do is really get people to understand how much is at stake here, the emotions. Like, why would he try to have sex with his underage cousin? It's just like the stakes are so high. Well, blah blah blah.
And it's all shit that wasn't in the scene at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clearly,
it's just
wasn't
so
in the scene.
dumb. It's just like, I love dragons, not enough to put up with your lazy ass attempt to push it with us.
I like the show. It's not as good as the original, but I like it, and it's somewhat true to the source. I mean, of course, those people weren't supposed to be black. They just made them black so that they. Mar actually did a big thing on how they're replacing, believe it or not, genders and races, getting men out and putting women into, there was some historical, he had this whole list of historical movies where they just made women in the roles instead of men. He just went down the list. and listen, it's meant to just piss you off, I think.
That's exact, and it's made it so that generations don't have the same knowledge.
Yeah.
That's why. So
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So I'm out on the House of the Dragon, and I'm trying to be upbeat because they say that people like to watch upbeat show. But if you're looking for a fun show and it's not dragons, but it is dinosaurs, and that is Primal. Johnny, I've told you about Primal. Have you at all?
It's a cartoon, yeah. I don't watch
It's an animation, Johnny. It's not a cartoon. It's an animation.
All apologies to the people over at Primal, but I'm not going to watch it because I don't watch animation.
Johnny, it's a really great show, and it's called Fang and Spear. Basically, the two main characters are called Fang and Spear, and it's a caveman and a dinosaur.
And he rides the dinosaur. That's not realistic.
It's an animation. Johnny.
No men were going around riding T-Rexes.
You don't know that.
Dinosaurs didn't even exist.
Well, how about they were dragons? How about all these bones they're finding were dragon bones?
How about they're just big dick bones?
Big
I'm
dick
just looking
bone.
at the pictures here.
I love it. Now
It does look cool. I like the animation style.
Now, the only problem is Johnny, is that, the guy who invented this invented Samurai Jack.
What do you mean invented?
The guy who created this invented Samurai Jack, right?
It's just not. I'm just not in the. I don't know cartoons.
Then don't do it, dude.
I'm not gonna do it.
You're a jerk. But the craziest thing.
It's not like traumatizing, is it? This looks sad right here. It's not super depressing, is it?
No, there are some crazy moments for sure, and it's nuts because there's no real speech. Nobody's really talking in it.
I mean, what's a caveman gonna say to the only way there'd be talking in it is if you were the caveman, just talking to yourself the whole time.
Yeah.
You and Kenyon Martin could just grunt at each other for 30 minutes an episode. Hey man, I'm a big fan of your basketball.
Okay, I don't want to give the ending away, but the season 2 ends, and they said they're not bringing back these characters.
I don't like this. It looks like the thing takes a lot of darts.
Yeah,
here,
they do take a lot of darts. They fight a lot of people. There's great fight scenes, Johnny.
It looks like the 300 ending is what it looks like it's gonna be.
It's pretty crazy.
I'm scarred for dinosaur movies after The Land Before Time.
Really?
That fucked me up as a kid.
The new one or the old?
The original, when the mom dies at the beginning. It's the typical animation of the 80s where they try to traumatize the shit out of you.
Yeah.
By killing moms.
Well,
and
you ever
fathers.
hear that story that's what they did with what Disney does that?
Yeah.
They always try to.
It wasn't just Disney. It was just all the animation studios back then.
Why do you think they did that?
I don't know, man.
To bring the heightened anxiety, huh?
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
man.
It got me,
I
dude.
love this show, dude.
What channel is it on again?
So I love
HBO Max.
So Johnny, my new jam is my old jam, and I'm gonna tell you something. My new favorite show to watch, and Dana hates it, is Ink Master.
It's not dumb. At least you got the name right. You just call it Ink Masters.
I love Ink Master, man. I love tattoos. I love watching people getting tattoos. And man, this season is like, it is literally the brain rot show that I love. I'm not really.
That's funny brain rot show. Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't like brain rot shows. I can't get into Survivor. I can't get into.
It's like that
Big Brother
pawn shop show. That's brain rot TV right there.
Yeah,
I could watch that for 5 hours and
yeah.
just it goes by in a blink.
Yeah. Like a lot of YouTube is brain rot, right? And like, I'm just not. But man, the reason I bring this up, Johnny, is because I really got into Ink Master when the babies were born, and like we were just watching it all the time as we were taking care of the kids. We were just loving them, and so we'd have Ink Master. I really started getting into it, but over time, as I was doing all my shows, I would start noticing some real like occult images.
Really?
Yeah. And a guy, dude.
What do you mean? Where?
Like there were just weird symbolism.
But where? In the tattoos?
In the tattoos.
Well, that's no surprise. I mean,
in just the art and the artwork, all this shit.
They're
right?
all into that shit, though. I mean, it's not.
Well, yeah,
surprising to
but
me.
it's like they're not. So the guy last night, I'm on episode 2 of the new season. He has a Freemason pin. Right there, bang! Freemason.
They're all into that shit. They're all into those weird symbols. Tattoo people, they love that shit.
And then that one of the tattoos they had to do was a famous like painting where the man's eating the child's head.
Oh no, that's yeah. I mean, it's the god, right? It's Zeus devouring whatever. Zeus devouring his son, maybe I think is the name of it. Saturn devouring his son, right?
Yeah. Saturn worshiping right there. Yeah, that was what they had to paint.
Yeah, it's one of the most disturbing paintings. It's
he's eating a kid.
Saturn Devouring His Son is a painting by Spanish artist Francisco Goya. It's traditionally interpreted as a depiction of the Greek myth of the Titan Cronus, also known as Saturn in Roman mythology, eating one of his offspring, fearing a prophecy foretold by Gaia that predicted he would be overthrown by one of his children. Saturn ate each one upon their birth. That's a weird-looking baby. Saturn... the work is one of 14 so-called black paintings by Goya. So there you go.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro.
It's the eyes, right?
That is super duper occult. Like, that's dark arts occult. That is like is black cube. That is black cube.
It's disturbing.
That is Chronos.
Isn't it?
And they had that as one of the paintings that they had to take and redo in a tattoo of what the people wanted. So the people came with an idea for a tattoo. They had to take a famous artwork and turn it into, so they'd had to do amalgamation. Is that what it's called? When they take two things to put them together. Yeah. They had to do that. And that's the one. I'm like, dude, that's so crazy,
it's the
bro.
eyes, man. Look at the
that's
eyes.
so fucking, but I love Ink Masters, dude.
Yo, you just called it Ink Masters just then.
I love Ink Master.
Yeah, what channel?
Dana
I've never
had
seen
to
that.
sign up for Paramount Plus. You ever try getting on that web? That it's the worst app out there.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
It's just like it's impossible to get on it. It's impossible. They've made it impossible. It's like they almost don't want you to watch it.
Could be.
It's nuts.
They're probably doing you a favor.
Okay, so a couple things, Johnny. I've started working out again. You know,
job.
as you can tell, I'm working hard. I'm working out. People
I wouldn't
like
say
it.
as I could tell, but yeah.
What? That's so mean, Johnny. That's
No,
so mean.
yeah, obviously you've lost a lot of weight. You're like a floating head now on this
I want
podcast,
to
on these
lose
Zoom
more.
calls. It's just like a disincorporated head just floating around on Zoom calls.
I can always tell, Johnny. I can always tell what body part on me is jiggling when I walk into the gym, because that is what the trainer would decide to work on. He's like, hey, man, what do you want to work on? I don't know. I'm open. Okay, let's work on your stomach. I'm like, oh, was that jiggling today? Is that the jiggly? Is that the jiggly?
Have you made progress there?
Dude, Johnny, honestly, when I do this in the mirror, I feel good. I look, I go, okay.
I noticed you do that some, yeah. And
I feel like I'm getting some numbers going. I feel like there's some things I'm super good at, and and then there's something I'm like, dude, I am just a weak bitch.
What workouts are you doing?
Okay, that's what I want to get into. My trainer is a great trainer. I love training with him, but he doesn't do traditional workouts. So it's like we don't do like 300 workouts where it's just lifting weights. Like he's doing all this new kind of style, which is super fun and super interesting, but I'm not super great at them. But it's like...
So you're not doing like bench presses or anything like that?
We do some bench presses, but it's a lot of just like crazy movement workouts.
Oh, that's that idea, right? That you need to work out different muscle groups and kind of like alternate.
And
stuff,
it's interesting. I mean, I am happy. I do exclusively gray weights.
But you get
There's
sore
no pink
in
weight.
like places that you didn't even know you
Dude,
had
it's
stuff,
great.
right?
And I leave. It's only 30 minutes of working out, and I leave there like, I'm hurting so much.
Yeah, that's cool.
But dude,
probably good though.
Johnny, if a lot of people go, hey man, if you had a time machine, what would you go back and do? You know, I'll go back and whoever invented blurpees, I'd punch him right in the face.
Burpees?
Burpees.
Where you like...
What are they called? Burpees?
Like lunges or whatever?
Yeah, I'd fight the guy who invented burpees. Well, he's probably in great shape, but I would tell him how much I hate him and then get back in my time machine.
Those things are miserable. So that's where you like get all the way down on into the push-up position and then back up, right?
There's three trainers there, 2 men, 1 woman. They all have their own style. They're all great to work with. And it's just super interesting, and it's so funny because the female, I've talked about how hot the female trainer is. Like she's super hot and she's super cool. But the other day she's wearing like a spandex type thing.
High five.
Right? She wears like yoga pants, like the shorts, the yoga pants.
The bike shorts? Oh,
bike
yeah,
shorts.
those are dope.
But here's the craziest thing about the shorts,
Those are
right?
dope.
So it's like we've talked about this before, like yoga pants versus sweatpants. What's the difference? Look at my ass, right? Look at my ass.
Of course, yeah.
Right? But now she had these shorts on, and it had this thing that goes down the butt crease. to make you even look at it even more.
Yeah, it's almost like she's like got her ass painted black, almost, right?
Yeah, but it's this thing goes down, and you're just like, why don't you just put like a fucking Christmas lights through there to make us call more attention to your butt crack?
Well, dude, and I talked to my girlfriend about that because she wears those, and I love it. But I'm like, there's no way those are. And she said, yeah, they're not more comfortable. And I'm like, so why are you wearing them? And I'm like, I'm not really. I don't want her to stop wearing them, so I'm not really complaining.
But you don't want her to wear them out. Are you okay with her wearing them out?
I don't really care.
I don't even care either, dude. It's just I'm not that guy.
No, I'm not that guy either.
But so it's like and like it's just like I've never seen that outfit before because there's no purpose in this design other than make your butt cheeks look better.
Can you imagine if like men's pants started coming with just a slit?
Christmas lights around your dick?
Yeah.
If you had a big junk.
Just like like a triangle there.
Yeah.
Just like takes your balls and kind of pushes a little, and then a little line between your balls. That push. You can just see the two round lumps on either side.
Yeah. With it like a blinking light says "Look here."
Yeah. It just looks like a pouch filled with little kiwis or something.
So. Cool thing is I signed up for Krav Maga for 2 years. I got a big discount.
2 years?
But dude, I got the biggest discount. I mean, it's a huge discount.
All right.
I mean, like Krav Maga.
Is it a discount if you die before they even finish the thing? I mean, come on, 2 years? That's a long time.
Johnny, do you think I don't have 2 years left? Is that
saying,
what you're fucking saying, bro?
I mean, if you
that
don't.
was you want morbid?
I'm thinking they're betting that you don't have 2 years left, probably. They're I train with this guy every week.
I think that
2 years is a
these
great deal.
Schools that were playing the COVID bullshit game because they were afraid to lose their business license, lost a lot of business, and they're like, "Hey, dude, just come on, we need cash coming in."
Yeah, and money in hand is better.
Yeah. So today I did, this will all wrap up together. So today I did Something's Burning with Bert Kreischer and Eddie Bravo. It was me and Eddie Bravo, and they said, I'm like, so we thought it might come out in a couple weeks. We're like, hey, when's it come out? They're like, holidays. I'm like, Christmas?
Dude, that's a lot of editing.
No, it's great. It was great. And I love Bert, dude. I don't want to give out Bert Kreischer's business, but his new place is insanity. And the guy's earned it. The guy's fucking earned it, dude. He's dude, the guy's a world beater.
Yeah, I mean,
and Eddie Bravo is the most entertaining guy in the world. So whenever people ask me to go on with Eddie Bravo, I know what my role is. My role is to tag.
You're in the sidecar, yeah.
Okay, so it's like Siegfried and Roy. I always say this when we go on the road. We're Siegfried and Roy. He's the white tigers. I'm the gay magician. Like that's our roles. Okay, I have to keep the shit on the tracks. Now, if it's someone else running the show, my job is just to tag, point people in directions, and just get a couple jokes in, but let the magic happen. Because Eddie Bravo is magic.
He's kind of, I'd say nationally, criminally underrated as a performer. Don't you think?
Comedy?
Like, yeah, his profile should be way, way bigger to me for what he is. He's so...
Well, I say this all the time about him. He is the Mexican Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Like he's insanely good. And what else what else he's really great at is just not giving a fuck. Like the guy just doesn't care.
Which is a talent.
Eddie is 100% Eddie all the fucking time.
That's a talent too. That's really hard.
And I've heard Eddie Bravo every time I see him, he has a new story I've never heard of. But when he's telling a story I've heard of to somebody who's never heard it, it is like the first time I've ever heard it. It's like he's that good at telling stories.
Uh-huh.
He's so good at telling stories. So, anyways, the mother of my children wants to get my kids into jiu-jitsu early. She's like, when can they join? And Eddie's like, probably 5. She's like, so we got a little ways to go.
Yeah, your kids are 2.5.
Yeah,
dude. It's a little
they
too
already
early
want to throw in.
jiu-jitsu.
And let me tell you something. They're going to crush everybody. My daughters, even though they both have their own style, ain't nothing to fuck with, bro. Dude, Ghost is such an alpha. It's unbelievable.
Little Tommy's going to get his shit stuffed in.
Yeah, little Tommy doesn't even know what he's fucking with. And then Ninja is like an alone assassin.
That makes sense.
Just
Ninja.
a lone assassin, dude. And she's like, I mean, but I'm telling you, man, these kids are like physically. It's like it's so amazing.
Do you
to
ever
watch.
call them by those names when you're with them, or do you just call them by their real names?
They're by the way,
No,
Ghost
I
and
know.
Ninja are their real names.
No, but I know. Yeah, but I'm
No,
saying,
no, no, but
do you
like,
ever
they're-
call, I know legally that's their middle name
Yeah.
or something, but do you ever call them by those names ever? No. Okay. I'm just curious.
Nope.
I'm impressed that you keep it straight, like to keep, like, you know what I mean? That you
Well, here,
remember.
because we all know what's out there, but so
I don't know what that
so we were so Bert brings up that he wants to take jujitsu. That Bert brings up that one of his daughters wants to take jujitsu. And he brings up to Eddie, and he's like, I know this trainer. She could train, show her the rings and ropes real quick so she could learn. She's like, yeah. This was the funniest thing. So we
How old's his daughter?
I don't know. I think she's maybe I'd say I'm going to put it at 15, 16.
Okay.
I think she's 15. And so Bert's showing us around. Bert's the nicest guy. He shows us around. He's such a funny ass dude, such a good guy. When you make Bert Kreischer laugh, it makes you feel really good. Like Bert Kreischer laughing. The only other time I've got, like, there's 3 people that in my life, when I made them laugh, I felt great about myself. And that is when Bert Kreischer laughs. It's just such a jolly laugh. Joe Rogan laughs. When you make Joe Rogan laugh, it's such a like, oh my, that's
Yeah.
cool. And then the coolest I've ever felt is Howard Stern. When I made Howard Stern laugh both times I was on his show. It was like such a like, oh my God, I just made the king of all media.
I still haven't heard. I want to hear that clip. I still haven't heard it.
Okay. So he's showing us around and Eddie's blown away. I mean, dude, his place is so nice, bro. And I don't want to blow up his personal shit, but it's so nice. It's got everything you could
dude,
ever.
if Bert Kreischer ain't living it up, you know what I mean? Like, who is?
He works so hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
get
though.
it.
Like, if a
I
guy
get
is successful as that, if he's not fucking living it up,
Yeah.
nobody should be. You know what I mean?
He's great. And like
It
Bert
makes a lot of
Kreischer
sense.
is probably the greatest storyteller of all time. Like there's very few people that can tell stories like he does, right? So he takes us around, he shows us everything, and it's got everything you could ever want. It's got a pool, got a giant backyard, side house where he does all of his podcasts, and where his wife does podcasts as well.
Side house, that's cool.
Side house.
That's
dog.
like a term I've never even heard before. Side house.
Side house. Okay.
Nice.
And he told us what he bought it for pre-COVID, but it's got to be worth way more than that now. So anyways, we go inside and his daughter's there. So Bert brings up.
By the way, just real quick, think about what her life is. Daughter's life is just a parade of comedians running in and out of the house all the time.
I mean, it's got to be the best. And
Yeah.
everyone loves your dad. Your dad is like a celebrity among celebrities.
I bet you're just over it, though. You know, they're going to be like Pauly Shore when they grow up. You know, just like,
Yeah, but they're not in the mix like
Lived
that. I don't know,
Maybe.
man. His wife is so wonderful. So it's like they have a great life, man. I mean, they have a great life.
They've done a really good job of living publicly, too. Like, he brought her into it.
Dude,
kinda
he
in the
tells
right way.
stories about his wife. I'm like, wow, dude, that's some real about eating her out and all this
Yeah,
shit.
really honest.
And how she gets like, why do you ever listen to his podcast?
Some, yeah.
And he talks.
I see a lot of clips of it.
Dude, he gets very vivid about what she's into and all that shit. And then you meet her and she's like somebody's mom and she's a wonderful, beautiful woman. But it's like the contrast is so great. And you realize moms are sexual beings too,
They
right?
all are, yeah.
I mean, that's how they got there.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Right? So, but this I found to be the funniest, weirdest story. It is funny. So, he goes, hey, just so you know who Eddie Bravo is. Eddie Bravo is one of the greatest, like, jiu-jitsu people.
He's telling his daughter this.
Yes.
Okay.
One of the greatest jiu-jitsu people in the world, and he thinks he can help you and, get into jiu-jitsu. She's like, oh, that's great. So Eddie starts talking about why women should be in jiu-jitsu. And it's so weird because here are 2 parents sitting with their daughter, okay? And Eddie's like, so the whole point is like when, the jiu-jitsu should be 95% women because it's really good, right? To stop like rapes from happening. I'm like, right? Because, like, let's say if someone's trying to rape you, right? And he's talking to the girl with the parents right there. Someone's trying to rape you, right? You what are you gonna punch? You're gonna punch. You're gonna punch the rapist. Rapists don't box, okay? And I was like, is this a comfortable conversation to have with people about
don't box
with their daughter?
Were they horrified? What were they doing?
No, they were just cool. But I was like, okay, man, I guess we're in it. And she's like, yeah, I would definitely want to be able to stop that. I was like, okay, dude. Okay, maybe I'm the wrong guy here.
Yeah, we should get Eddie to start writing proposition ads because he sounds like he's got a talent for that.
But
do you want to be raped?
Yeah.
Vote no on Prop 7.
It was so funny, dude. It was so funny, dude.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So anyways.
So that's not coming out of the holidays, huh?
What?
I bet that's going to be a good episode of Something's Burning. It's not till the holidays.
Yeah, it's not that. But what's the purpose of that story said was going to bring back? What did I tell before that?
What you were bringing it back to was talking about you going to Krav Maga all the time.
Oh yeah, so I love jujitsu. I tapped out Keenan Ivory Waynes. That's my claim to fame.
Yeah.
If
legendary martial artist Keenan Ivory Waynes. Yeah.
If anyone can fix Wikipedia pages, if you could please add that to my Wikipedia page.
Anybody can do it. I can do it right now.
Yeah, add that. The once tapped out.
They'll delete it. They'll delete it.
Why? But it's true.
Actually, yours might not be too monitored, so I might be able to get away with it. Hold on.
Well, they did take down that got called the M word by Paul Mooney once, and I was really proud of that. So, as you're looking that up, Johnny. So
I think they took away your page.
My Wikipedia page is gone,
dude. Yeah, I think it's gone, dude. Cause look, it's the only you can see. It used to be there because they have the Spanish one. It's still up, but the page is gone. They got the Spanish version of it is still there, but somebody deleted the regular one.
Wow,
isn't that crazy,
man?
When have you ever heard of somebody getting their wiki who wants less information in the world? You know what I mean? That's like deleting a page from the dictionary.
I'm okay with it.
But you know what I'm saying? Why would you ever delete information from that's like deleting a page from the dictionary.
But the craziest thing about that is there was nothing crazy on there.
I know. Well, that's why it's even
Can
weirder.
we start a new one?
The page Sam Tripoli does not exist. You can create a draft and submit it for review, but consider checking the search results below to see whether the topic is already covered.
That is crazy, bro. Okay, let me finish my story. Now you brought me the bad news. I don't even have a Wikipedia page.
Yeah,
what the fuck, man?
They took it away from you.
Why? What have I done?
Let's see if you're still on the Cortland page. Let me see if they took you off the Cortland, New York page. Cortland, New York's famous... Because, if you don't have a Wikipedia page, what's it linking to? Notable people.
I'm at the bottom.
Sam Tripoli.
Am I on there?
Wait, hold on. No, they took you off.
Oh, my.
Somebody's gone on a campaign to remove you from this, is what this is. Somebody is trying to remove you.
Wow.
Yeah, you're gone, dude. Somebody's removing you from Wikipedia is what we've noticed here.
Whoa.
Somebody's going after you, dude.
Wow.
Well, yeah, dude. I think what you're seeing here is the larger conspiracy at work, them scrubbing you from the internet.
Wow. Anyways, back to my shit. I mean, dude, I'm underground as fuck, bro. They took down my Wikipedia page. That's crazy.
I would love to see. I think I'll try to investigate that because I think the idea with Wikipedia is that you can see a record of everything, like who did something and who. I'd like to go back and see who took that down. I'll see if I can go find the draft page and see who.
Wow, crazy times.
Interesting.
Crazy ass times.
So you don't exist now, apparently.
I mean, dude, I am being wiped out as we speak. God, that makes sense.
And you're losing weight too, so you exist less than you did a couple weeks ago.
So above, so below, right? I mean, that's how it goes. So Krav Maga, I go there, a lot of hot chicks. So one day I'm working out with this guy, and it's like I've been taking martial arts my whole life, boxing. I know how to throw punch. I know how to strike. I know how to throw punch. I'm not saying I'm world class or even great at it. I'm good.
Punch a heavy bag without breaking your wrist.
I can box if I have to. Like if we sparred, I have tools.
You did. You also did Ellis Mania, right?
Yeah, but I can spar. Right? If I have to, I could spar. If I have to throw, I could defend myself.
Gotcha.
Right. So, anyways, we're getting into class, dude, and suddenly I smell something. And I'm like,
you farted.
No. I go.
Fear. Oh, no.
My armpits
Oh, no.
are on fire.
Oh.
My armpits are stinking so badly, Johnny. So badly.
That's the worst.
The worst.
When you start to smell, that's how
You know it's bad when you smell your own armpit.
And you're surprised by it, yeah.
So now I have to start fighting T-Rex style because I gotta close the fucking
you're doing
gate.
like the Philly shell now, you know?
Yeah, I'm like Krav Magaing it right here.
You're like
chink, chink,
Mayweather
chink,
doing the
chink,
shoulder
chink,
roll.
chink, 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 like
That's
this,
funny.
right? I'm Krav Magaing T-Rex arm style. And so I'm like freaking out of nowhere. My trainer, now in Krav Maga, they don't like being called sensei. They don't like being called master because they're like, it's a fighting system. It's not a martial art.
So what are they, a systems administrator? Is that
They're
what you
just
call
like, I'm the teacher, let's say.
Oh, the teacher.
I'm your instructor. They like instructor. They don't want to be called sensei and master.
Okay.
He's like, hey, man. And he points to me. I go, oh, no. He goes, come here, put me in a headlock. I'm like, oh.
Poor fucking bastard.
So he's explaining to everybody, I'm just doing this, Johnny.
Oh, you poor. Oh, that's so gross, dude. Did you apologize to him? You're like,
I go, hey, dude, I smelled. I couldn't smell it again. I put him in a headlock. He just throws me down and we all move
I bet
on.
he did, yeah.
Oh, my God. I was so excited, bro. I
Your
thought
Sam
I
was on the
gonna
back
die.
of his head, yeah.
Oh, my God, dude. I was like, why? You know how bad your armpits have to get for your to smell your own stink,
It's
bro?
bad, man, yeah.
To smell your own
Would you
stink.
forget to use your deodorant or something?
I must have, or I was very nervous. I have social anxiety. I my
That's
body.
a different smell, too, yeah. Did you know that Asians don't make body odor like that?
Asians don't
They
stink.
don't have the gene for that. Yeah, their sweat doesn't smell.
Maybe that's why I'm not attracted to Asian women because I can't smell their armpits, and that's what I'm really into.
Let me see if a high percentage of Korean patients have a mutation called ABCC11, which alters the composition of sweat so that they do not produce body odor.
Let me ask you something. What was A, B, B, C, D, B, C, 10 before that?
I don't know what that one. That's a different gene.
Why'd they say 11?
Well, 11 is a different gene. I think it's moving down the.
But what's the gene before that do? Look up 10. Look up what.
Know. It's probably like toenails or something. I don't know how genes work.
I want to know.
What am I, fucking gene expert here? It's a binding cassette subfamily member. I don't know. I don't know if they know what that one does yet either.
It's a subset? What sounds like something you could buy at Radio Shack.
Let's see. I don't think that it doesn't. It must not be significant because they don't have much information about it.
All right, man.
Just another gene.
So that's the story for today, dude.
Okay.
Those are my stories for today, Johnny.
All right.
Is there any way we can pause for 1 second so I can pee?
Yeah, we can pause for 1 second. What do we got here for the news? Let's do it. You ready for the news?
Yeah.
What do you think about Russia? This is from Reuters, granting citizenship to Edward Snowden. Finally, it's been there long enough. What does that tell? What does that tell you about Snowden and his? Because I know you've been someone who's questioning.
I still do
Snowden.
question him.
Does this change anything
No,
about that?
no.
What do you think this is? What is this move? Just political move by Putin?
Yeah, they're like, fuck you. They're like, we're gonna let him in. There you go. Bam. You wanna ruin us? You wanna try to do embargoes on us? Bam. We're gonna make this guy that everyone thinks is a spy. We're gonna make him a citizen and say fuck you. It's all theater, the bullshit.
Now, what do you think about Russia mobilizing all these guys and starting to draft people?
I mean, dude, if you watch what's happening in Europe right now, I mean, they destroyed Europe in World War II. I mean, if World War III happens, they're destroying Europe again. I mean, I don't buy at all. I think that there's probably a couple places where the Ukraine and Western forces and NATO's doing okay. I don't believe any of it. I think Russia is winning this war. That's my humble opinion. Russia is winning the war.
That's why they're drafting soldiers
That's my opinion, because they think it could start to get even worse now once winter comes and there's no oil for Europe.
Well, now I heard that Russia will start winning in the winter when they can move their tanks and everything more efficiently because the roads are going to freeze, and then finally they'll be able to kind of haul ass into the country. But I don't know. I just don't believe anything I
don't
see.
believe any of it.
I don't believe anything I see. Did you see that video of Zelensky talking about how all the world needs to piss? Did you see that?
All the world needs to piss?
Yeah, all the world's looking for piss is what he. Hold on, I
don't
shared
even know
this
what
on.
that means.
Yeah, I don't know what it means either, but he's talking about it here. I just want to show you this real quick. I tweeted this out the other day. Let me unmute it.
Ukraine wants peace. Europe wants peace.
Yeah.
The world wants peace.
Yeah.
And we have Ukraine.
What do you think about that?
Dude.
The world
I
wants
think he
piss?
knows everybody wants some piss, bro.
That's interesting. Is that a shot at
Oh, by
President
the
Trump?
way, his parents just bought an $8 million house in Israel.
Interesting.
Yeah.
$8 million?
$8 million, dude. Woo! By the way, I just saw what a house looks like. $8 million. You know, in Israel, how much?
Boy,
how
you
big?
just gave away how much?
Well,
you
beep
spent?
that then.
Okay.
Yeah,
So did you hear the story about American Airlines?
No.
And they had these sounds coming out of the
series of
Here we go.
Yeah, moans and strange noises. That's what passengers on a series of American Airlines flights heard over that plane's PA system. From whispering to heavy breathing and moaning, passengers aboard several American Airline flights have reported hearing a cacophony of disembodied sounds coming from the intercom.
KTLA's Mary Beth McDade is live at LAX with more on the unexplained noises. MB.
Yes, and Shara and Rick, we spoke to one of the passengers who happened to capture
Can we talk about this, by the way?
bizarre moans and
why does
groans
the
on his cell
reporter have
phone.
to be in front of
Here's his
LAX
take.
to report on this story?
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Because they're like, dude, they're out there, Johnny. Do you understand? They're out there.
Like, she's gone to stand in front of the airport. She's not even at the airport. She's at the LAX sign to report. She could just as easily be in the studio reporting on this. Such a waste of money.
Johnny, don't you understand?
All right, let's see. What the fuck?
Emerson Collins can't help but giggle when strange sounds start coming over the PA
That would freak
system
me
on
out,
his
dude, if
American
I thought my
Airlines flight.
Someone on this flight seems to have broken into the intercom system.
So they started pre-takeoff, and while we were still loading onto the plane, the earliest sounds sounded like someone having, shall we say, gastrointestinal issues.
Collins says he was flying from LAX to Dallas on September 6th to produce a writers' festival.
When I jokingly asked the flight attendant, "Is he okay?" Because it definitely sounded like someone being sick. They came on quickly and announced that our flight crew was fine. It was no one on board. Nothing to worry about.
Ladies and gentlemen, we realize there's an extremely irritating sound coming over the public announcement. The flight deck is trying to troubleshoot, trying to turn it off, so please be patient with us.
The pilot also assured passengers everything was fine. But American Airlines says their PAs are not connected to Wi-Fi, so there's no way to hack them.
Whoa,
Two other
that's
passengers on
super
separate American
interesting. How did it
flights
happen?
have also reportedly said they heard similar noises on their flights recently. American Airlines released a statement about the sound, saying the PA systems on board our aircraft are hardwired and there's no external access. Following the initial
So
report,
what now?
our maintenance team thoroughly inspected the aircraft and the PA system and determined the sounds were caused by a mechanical issue with the PA amplifier, which raises the volume of the PA system when the engines are running. Our team is reviewing the additional reports.
All I know is that it was thoroughly entertaining, as the best in-flight entertainment I've had in quite some
wait,
time.
hold on. Somebody's lying their asses off there.
And Collins said that he simply posted the video to his social media, just really simply to get a good chuckle out of his.
Okay.
Yeah, to get a good chuckle.
Wait. Now,
my
American
shit's-
is saying that that's a mechanical sound, like
Yeah.
a mechanical malfunction.
They're listen to me, dude.
What do you think happened?
What
do
do
you
I
think?
think?
Yeah, what do you think that was?
I think somebody out there hacked the system, or there's somebody in the government that's just fucking around with people, and that it forces the airlines to put out a statement that's false. I mean, we know that they have all sorts of things on these airplanes that they don't want us to know about, right? Like, we just found out that they could take over the cockpit remotely.
It's just the sounds.
Yeah, come on.
Sounds like Bigfoot. Sounds like Kenyon Martin, in the TSA line. Kenyon, you're a great player. That's a weird story, man.
That is a weird story, dude.
So what, you think this is just proof that they're like networked or something?
Yeah, 100%, dude. It's either that or
it's a little disturbing.
The two guys in the cockpit were fucking around, but how do you explain it happening on all these other
multiple planes?
Unless they all just were getting drunk and they just decided to start fucking around with people. I think it's some shady shit, and now they're scrambling because the truth might have gotten out.
This is a guy who did some research into it. He's saying, so we've had a good dig into this. The A321 passenger announcement system looks to be physically discrete. That means it's separated from the interphone and other systems. So we're struggling to see how this could have been done. They don't tend to put things in planes that are not needed. You can speak on the interphone, the cabin telephone systems, from lots of places, including the belly panel and engines, but it's wired. So they're suggesting it would have had to have been someone actually making the sounds into the...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so this is interesting. A report by aviation watchdog John NYC posted a flight attendant on an internal American Airlines message board suggesting that some sort of as yet undiscovered remote exploit is what they're calling it.
That's what I think. Somebody's fucking with somebody.
That's so interesting.
Somebody's fucking with somebody.
It's kind of disturbing. It's almost like it's one of those dry runs for something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is from The Bite. An evangelical Southern Baptist church, that's what I grew up as, by the way, known as Grace Point, was caught relying on a little more than God's watchful gaze to keep an eye on members of its congregation. And if a church feels compelled to clarify that it's not a cult, well... new members joining Grace Point's congregation are asked to install an app called Covenant Eyes. Eyes, like your eyes, like we're watching you, which is explicitly marketed as an anti-pornography app. So if you join this church, they ask you to put an app on your phone.
So you don't watch porn.
Yeah, they're like watching you, basically. It's like them
or
monitoring your
that
activity.
blocks porn on your phone.
Well, it's called Covenant Eyes, like eyes. Like
right.
See you.
Right.
When you're watching porn. According to a must-read investigation by Wired, Covenant Eyes spies on members' web traffic, takes a screenshot of their phone screens every single minute, and then sends all this information to an accountability partner. In reality, it's more like spyware. So it's not something that like blocks porn, dude. It sends your shit that you're doing up the stream, to who? Yeah, I'm sure it's just your accountability partner.
Isn't that what confession's basically about as well?
Yeah, you're right. It's
telling them all the crazy shit you do.
It's the Protestant confession.
I'd be like, suck my dick.
One member who has since left the congregation told the magazine that they received accusatory emails from Grace Point, which contained eerily detailed reports on his digital activity. So this is like some Scientology shit, dude.
Yeah.
Ranging from everything to his mundane browsing habits to even flagging a search of the hashtag gay. So this guy was so clean that the only dirt they could produce on him was that he once searched the hashtag gay, and that was enough that they thought they should put it in an email and threaten
I'm out.
the guy.
Go fuck yourself.
Covenant Eyes is part of a broader but lesser-known spectrum of apps called shameware.
Yeah.
Used by religious groups and parents to shame people into dropping porn habits and other immoral activity. Maybe when you were having your porn addiction, dude, you should have. Maybe we need to get Covenant Eyes on your.
No, it's just stupid.
You don't download? I'll send you a link if you want Covenant Eyes.
And where's it going to send the data to, Johnny?
Just on their church.
Okay.
You'd blow some minds, dude.
Did they make?
You would blow their minds,
Did they
bro.
make the app?
Yeah.
It's their app.
I think
they
so.
designed.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
That's none of the church's. This is where.
Oh, Google took it down though. They took down Covenant Eyes and Accountable to You from Google Play after Wired presented the company's findings. The company with its findings. So that's amazing to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is why the church gets in trouble. It just overextends itself. You know, the notion of, I mean, I understand why people go to church, and I'm not here to disrespect church, but church always, the church will always lose in the long run because you're just overstepping your bounds. People go to church to connect with God and have community, okay? They don't need Big Brother. They don't need people who judging them who we don't get to judge you. Right? I mean, like, you can sit there all day and tell me, like, oh, you're not watching porn, but we've studied history long enough to know the people who are pointing the hardest are usually the ones into the shadiest shit. That's the big problem with that. It's just like, if you want to help somebody get off of porn, I get it. But to, like, monitor their whole, it's just ridiculous. That wouldn't work in a marriage. People need their space.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know people in my extended family who have installed spyware on computers, and it's broken up marriages, dude. People need space. Yeah, I agree.
People need space.
Because, dude, inside we're all super weird. Like, if other people saw the deep down shit, it'd be a little weird to other people.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's also like, also this weird kind of thing where it's like everyone's got a dark side and into some weird shit. I don't care who they are.
For sure. Yeah.
Right? I mean, and it doesn't mean it's manifest in sexual activity. It could be manifest in your views of the world. Like, maybe you're secretly racist, right? You act like you love everybody, but deep down inside you hate certain people, right?
Maybe you don't even know it. Yeah.
But it's like, even you do know it, but you never talk about it. But deep down inside, this group of people scares you, or that group of people scares you.
Well, now it scares you. That's an interesting way to put that, because that's what I mean. A lot of people would say that's not racist.
Yeah, right. But it is.
But it is, yeah.
But it is to automatically assume how people act based on a predetermined characteristic is bigotry, right?
Yeah.
Right? And my whole thing is like, hey, you're allowed to listen.
You should be afraid of men if that's true, because men do all the murders. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you should be afraid. I mean, you should never leave your house because everybody's shady as shit, right? Every demographic's got something shady about it. Like, men are violent, women are gold diggers. We get to go through all this forever, right?
Forever.
You know, and that is. But I'm also like, Johnny, I'm not here to tell you that here's the whole thing. I'm not going to be one of these people like, we won't stop until all bigotry is gone. It's never going to happen. The biggest thing you can ask for is equal opportunity. Everyone should get their own equal rights to opportunity. You can't force people to like or dislike anything. That's a personal appearance. But what you can control is whether they're allowing access to opportunity to everybody. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Now, I know there's some people out there, and the libertarians probably think that's an overreach. I don't want to live in a world where you can, like, okay, black people can't apply somewhere. I don't like that. I think that's bullshit. I think the best person should get the job, and if he happens to be black, great, get the job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing. Like, to sit there and, like, what people do on their phone, what they do, the government's watching you. That's nothing you could do about that, right? The government's watching you. But the end of
I do hate that argument, though, that I'm not doing anything wrong, so what do I care?
Yeah, because,
I
like,
hate that.
first of all, if you're not into something weird, you're doing life wrong.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
This is the best time ever to fly your freak flag.
But also, you don't know what's going to be seen as wrong at some point.
You're right.
Maybe at some point your political
Well, this
views are wrong.
retroactive shit is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's another thing. It's funny. And Mara talked about that too, applying how people like to apply today's standards to the past and then say like, oh, I'm better than George Washington.
Yeah, but don't we? The funniest thing is like, it's like always this thing like when sometimes I go up in LA comedy crowds and I don't have the best sets. And then I kind of beat myself up. But then I'm also like, but we all agree LA comedy crowds suck, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's universally understood.
Yeah.
So, like, why are we placating to these garbage people when we should be pressing them to get them to open up to things outside their comfort zone?
It's also funny what you call having a bad set. It's like a home run for.
Well, I mean, like I'm watching these guys just go up and just have insanity sets doing pop comedy, and I want to do my new joke is about did I already tell you about my new joke about my conspiracy cooking show that I'm doing?
No.
Yeah, it's basically I'm doing a cooking show based on like flat Earth pancakes, New World Order omelets, right? And desserts will be Michelle Obama's chocolate ding dongs, right?
I'd watch that. Sure.
Yeah.
I got 3 stories for you. Okay. 63-year-old Saudi man has married 53 women and said he was looking for stability, was the quote. That's why he married 53 women, dude. Can you imagine that? 53 women in your life?
Well, Johnny, do you understand that is probably, this is going to sound crazy, the number one reason people become terrorists?
Because they have too many wives?
No, because the men that tend to become terrorists come from places where there's no economic chance for prosperity and there's no chance for finding a wife
Also, they want
because
their virgins,
pieces
I
of
guess.
shit like this take up all the women. So now, because he has
interesting,
53 wives, that means there's possibly 52 men that don't get a wife.
That's another thing that Mar was talking about, like on Tinder. Tinder is just like this. They were saying that it's like 20% women, and then of those 20% women, the women go for 2% of the men. So you have almost all of the guys. Basically, it's just a free-for-all trying to get to, what was it? Like 10% of the women, which is of just a few percentage points of the total membership.
And there's so many people in LA that are lonely. I'm like, you stop saying you can't meet anybody. What you're saying is you can't meet a supermodel who just fuck you.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
There's so many people out here. And there's so many interesting people. If you are lonely, it's because you refuse to not settle for anything less than top shelf alpha female, alpha male, big dick, big booty, whatever the opposite sex you're looking for is. You won't get off that.
I did way better out here, though, I will say, than in the South. I think the kind of nerd thing plays a lot better in the West Coast.
Well, it probably plays better in bigger cities because your skill set is more needed in a bigger city.
Maybe so. But yeah, it was way
You know,
look at this poor bastard.
الرجال اللي يخاف لا يستمع الكلام.
Does he remember all of his wife's names?
That's what I would wonder. I'd have so many questions for this guy. A video clip showing a Saudi citizen, of course, Saudi,
during his
serviced
life,
and
did he
went
die?
viral on social media, recounting the experience of his marriage to 53 women. The video caused a sensation on social networking sites. Some praised him, and others responded that what he did was nothing to be proud of. He's the polygamist of the century, they're calling him. 63-year-old Abu
Go down, see
Abdullah.
how many kids he's got.
He stressed that he is now married to one woman he had 52 divorces? Wait, hold on. 63-year-old man, he confirmed in a week program that he did not look for personal pleasure in his multiple marriages, but for stability, psychological comfort, stressing that he is now married to one woman. Wait, so did he have to get 52 divorces?
Dude, this guy
Or
didn't
did he
do
kill
speed
his wives?
dating. He did speed marriage.
When I was married for the first time, I did not plan to marry more than one woman because I was feeling comfortable and had children. But after a while, problems happened. And what does that mean? You think he started fucking other chicks? And I decided to marry again when I was 23 years old, and I informed my wife of my decision. Oh, so this is him doing his little interview here. In the details, he pointed out that when a problem arose between his first and second wife, he decided to marry the third and fourth. After some time, he divorced the first and second, and then the third after a quarrel between him and his fourth wife. According to the Arabic daily Sabq, the reason for his multiple marriages was his search for a woman who would make him happy in his life, as his marriages continued after divorcing his fourth wife. Also, he wasn't married to all these women simultaneously, indicating that he tried to do justice between his... What the fuck?
You know, I want to interview his divorce lawyer. Like, do you
Yeah,
just have the papers ready?
He's got just a form letter, right? He explained that stability comes from marrying an older woman, not a young one. He's got some wisdom there, maybe. Noting that the minimum duration of his marriage was only one night. Wait, he was married for one night. And so I wonder if this is one of these cases of these religions where you have to be married to have sex with someone. I bet that's what this is, right? You have to be married to have sex with a woman without disgracing her. So he wanted to try sex with a couple of these women without you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is.
That's got to
Johnny.
be it, right?
All right, next story.
Okay. 2 stories up. This is funny. This is from Newsweek. Man caught urinating and defecating on ex-wife's grave. He said it was a bad breakup. Did you hear that?
One more time.
A New Jersey man was caught urinating on his ex-wife's grave nearly 5 decades after their divorce.
Oh, really?
50 years later, dude. Michael Andrew Murphy was horrified as he captured the desecration on September 18th. The gravesite in Tappan Reformed Church Cemetery in Orangetown, New York, was the resting place of his mother. Murphy told local news outlets that his mother's ex-husband was leaving shit and urine at his mother's headstone for months, apparently holding on to a grudge from the 70s. The suspect, 68-year-old Dean Eichler, was briefly married to Torello before they divorced in 74. There's been no contact since 76. I know they were married for a year. They had a bad breakup, Murphy told News 12 New Jersey. This should never happen to anybody. So this guy had such a hard...
I would lose it, dude.
What,
I
what
would
do you mean?
lose it.
If that was like your mom?
If you were pissing on my mom's grave,
Yeah.
I would
And
find
shitting?
you and fuck you up.
He said he and his sister started finding deli bags filled with feces at their mother's grave in April. They figured the first one might have been dropped by a careless dog walker, but after the second bag, they got police involved. The cemetery allowed them permission to set up cameras, which recently revealed Eichler approaching the grave while his current wife waited in the car. So he even had a getaway driver.
Oh, my God.
The culprit continued to appear around 6:15 a.m. for 4 days
What
in
if
a
she's
row.
the reason he's doing it? Because every time they get in a fight, it's like, oh, you're probably still in love with your old ex-wife. Like, no, I fucking hate her.
Prove it.
Prove
Prove
it.
it.
Yeah, and he has to every fuck day go piss on the grave. Look, I just shit on her grave.
Prove it. Well, what do you mean?
What if-
how do I
dude,
prove it?
what
How
if
do I prove it?
she's the one who
I
holds
want
the
you to
bag
go
up?
shit on her fucking grave, big boy.
Yeah.
I love that story. Isn't that great? That's so funny. All right, last one. This is from something called Wales Online. Mother left in hospital for days after dog shits in her face as she sleeps. A woman spent 3 days in the hospital after her daughter's dog accidentally did a poo on her face while she was asleep. Amanda Gamo, 51, was taking an afternoon nap with Chihuahua Belle when the pooch became ill and had violent diarrhea.
Oh, my God, it was diarrhea? It just literally blasted her face.
The mother was asleep with her mouth open.
He took a shit in her mouth.
And they were sleeping head to toe when the messy accident occurred.
Oh my! So he projectile.
Shit in her mouth.
And so it was so explosive, dude. So if I tweeted this on Instagram, I could get kicked off about explosive diarrhea. Holy
She ran to the bathroom to be sick, but later ended up in the hospital with a gastrointestinal. It's burning my eyes.
Oh my
Infection.
God.
She was passed. She passed out from the shit. Oh God. Amanda from Bristol said I was having my afternoon nap with Belle like I always do, and suddenly I felt something squirt in my mouth. I rushed to the bathroom and my son was in the shower. So before I washed it out, I had the time to take a quick snap. Oh, she took a picture. Oh no.
Maybe that's why you're in jail.
Oh no. She's in jail. What do you know?
Maybe that's why you're in prison.
Oh,
dude, listen to me, dude. If you take a fucking selfie of dog shit on your face, I don't respect you.
What if Yeah, you're right, Sam. That's probably why she got sick, because she took the time to take a fucking for social media clout.
Yeah.
She took what a disgusting pig. You're a pig.
Dude, you couldn't wipe that off quick enough,
This is the
bro.
funniest, disgusting thing.
Yeah, Johnny,
It was disgusting, and
We
I
deserve better
I
than
was
this.
hurling violently for hours after. I just couldn't get the taste out.
Here,
of my mouth.
Johnny did it again. A 3-hour freaking show.
It's not 3. It's 2.5 hours.
What? We started at 8:30.
I'm just telling you, it was at 1:50 when we stopped the other one. It's at 35 minutes now. So.
Okay, because I had to go pee. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Anyways, guys, great show. Was it a good show? I thought it was a fun show.
I think so. That's the hardest I've laughed in since middle school.
At the
probably.
end?
Yeah.
At the dog poop?
Yeah.
We just did 2.5 hour show, and the funniest part was the dog poop part.
That kills me, dude.
Maybe we need to be better. I don't know. Guys, go to
You're
samtripoli.com.
crazy. That's the funniest thing that's ever happened. That woman shitting and then taking a fucking selfie. What a disgusting
Who
pig.
takes time to... Your dog just shit in your mouth, and you take a moment to fucking take a
so
selfie?
funny. It's the perfect story.
It's the most
It's the
ridiculous
perfect
shit.
news story.
And you deserve to be
We
in the
might-
hospital.
maybe we need to stop
I
news.
feel bad you're in the hospital. Obviously, you're living and you're alive
Whoever
because they
wrote this
ran a
is
story on
brilliant.
you.
She started showing the same symptoms as the dog. Is what they wrote.
So she started shitting too. So this became
And vomiting.
almost human centipede in a weird way. This became dog human centipede.
Look at this picture of them together. Her and Belle together right here. That's the dog. Can you just imagine her asleep? That dog projectile shitting in her mouth.
Dude, that's so funny. Wouldn't it be ironic is the thing that gave it diarrhea was Taco Bell? Wouldn't that be
That
crazy?
would be right. Yeah, Yokiro Taco Bell. Yeah.
Guys, go to samtripoli.com.
She rehydrated. If you don't worry, she rehydrated with electrolytes. It's okay.
Thank you. Thank
she also
you.
suffers from Crohn's disease. Wow.
Oh, that didn't help then.
That's a
Dog
problem.
shit in your mouth. Go to samtripoli.com. Check out all my dates. I love you guys very much. Take care. Bye.
Pick up your guitar, sing me a song. This was Groover's paradise. Now the Groover is gone. Was a cool little city